cool. I'm not live. Hello. I think.
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't even know if we're live. I just assumed. Oh, we are.
Is the sound on though? That's the simple one.
It might not be because I updated the thing earlier.
It sounds on.
It is on, yeah.
There's 5 people watching, and assuming they're all us. So
cool.
Brilliant. That's because we're Guinness.
See, case in point. Nobody watches us. Right.
Lovely.
Surenscape. Log in. Log into this one, is it? Welcome to the channel, if you're real people and not just the players. Play now. Where's my rain, people? I need my rain.
You do it without the fucking horrible donkey.
Luke's watching us from his second screen.
By the way, I couldn't at any point hear the donkey.
Really?
I could only hear the rain. Really?
I logged back into Sirenscape
Did you?
to play Sunday night, and it was still playing. And all I got as soon as it started was,
It's just
Honestly.
completely out of nowhere. Like there's no reason.
oh my god!
I honestly, there was no donkey in what I was listening to, so I don't know what happened to you lot.
That is
Mine
mad.
was just rain.
Honestly, mad.
It was obnoxiously loud. It was horrible.
All right.
I didn't say anything because, you know, you guys seemed stressed about it, so I was like, well, I'm not going to tell them I don't have one.
There was no other animal noise. Like all
Just
other
a-
ambience. It was just a bit of wind, a bit of rain, and a random donkey. It just absolute madness.
Anyway, welcome to session 52.
Well,
Glorious, I don't know.
Is it 52? Jesus. it's too-
According to the title, it is.
We're over halfway.
We're on 53.
Work it out for yourselves. Are we?
Yeah.
Wasn't it 52 last time? Was it 52?
Yeah, we're 52 last time.
All right, so we're
I
on 53.
don't know. I just show up.
Well, I've changed it to 53. There you go. It should change.
Welcome to episode 53.
Yeah, welcome to episode
Probably.
53. Hey up, Jelly Cyrus. Hey up, Friday, you okay? Right.
It's
Let me
definitely
know. Let me know if that's.
ridiculous nuts.
Let me know if that's really loud because it is for me. Turn that down a little bit. Right. Welcome to the channel. Heavyweight Gaming, Dungeons and Dragons. It's Monday night. We're playing When Glory is Not Enough. It's session 53. And yeah, we're going to crack on. But I'm going to do what I forgot to do last week and introduce our sponsors and all that good stuff. So we are a sponsored Superstar International Legends D&D channel. It plays once a year. We are sponsored by Lucky Battle Mats, who do exactly that. They create battle mats that are absolutely amazing. Go check them out digitally or physical. It's entirely up to you. If you play online, cool. They go in any virtual tabletop. So let me just move my beautiful face over here. There we go. That looks a bit better. Nice. Roll20, Foundry, Fantasy Grounds, all that good stuff. You can use them. And even D&D Beyond, their new map feature, which is pretty cool to be fair. So go check out Lucky Battle Mats. If you like minis and you get to play around the table because you are a lucky sons of a bitches, then you can go to Crafted Campaigns, follow the link. The minis are great. If you have just happened to watch Natural 6, which has just started, it's a round the table play. I watched the first session the other day. Crafted Campaigns actually makes their minis for them, so go check them out. Super cool. The Wolves Sparky's done for them are amazing. Check out his store. I truly wish I could just buy all his minis and forever play around the table. Just anything. I just like minis, to be fair. I don't need a game. Just give me minis. So yeah, go check out that. Surenscape. You should be here. It raining. You might be in Florida right now, looking out your window and it's beaming sunshine. And you're listening to us because, like I said, we're international superstars. And you can hear rain. That's because of Surenscape and how good it is at providing an ambience of the sound variety.
If you hear a donkey, just mind your business.
It's ambient. All right? It's ambient, Reed.
Business.
Yeah. Don't,
Ambient
whatever you do not dress up as a dragon because we all know what happens there. So, Coyote Grey. Oh, I might have to reach out to, actually. I've not spoken to Coyote Grey for a while. So, I assume they still sponsor us, but if they don't, it'd be right. Go check them out anyway. They're brilliant. Roll20 Marketplace, all their little chibi tokens. They're super cool. I love chibi artwork. They're amazing. Please check them out. That's the sponsors. Bits. Do you feel sorry for the adventurers? If so, donate anytime now. 200 bits, monkey face, rerolls. If only we had a do you feel sorry for the adventurers? Monkey face, donate 200 bits last year to give the party a reroll. They can't be used on the DM or death saving throws, and they do not roll over to the following day. We need to change that back to week, because I'm not running every day for you guys ever again.
Thank you.
If you throw 500, yeah, they can finally live like a normal family. Who'd want to do that? If you donate 500 bits, I get a reroll, and I will do my best to ruin the players' enjoyment and fun, but it usually backfires. This year, we're doing a few charity streams this year. For the entire year, we'll be raising money for Sophia's pregnancy loss and support. It's a charity that is local to me. Tom and Nikki are beautiful people, and there's a lot of support that goes on in the area for this particular scenario. It ain't great, whether it be yourself, whether it be a family member, it's just not a great scenario to be in. So any support we can get for them, amazing. It is super close to me, some friends, some family, and yeah, we're going to raise as much money as we can for this small charity. And see what we can do. So we've got a few one-shots and stuff going on this year. The big one is the week-long, 22nd of July to the 26th. Noon till midnight, Monday to Friday, 60 hours. We'll be doing it at the Board Game Bunker in Nuneaton. They've given us exclusivity for the week, so that's going to be super cool. You'll see some familiar faces, you'll see some new faces. We'll finally get to see Biggie sat in front of, me, and me throwing all the love and support. I kind of Biggie just for all the love and support he's given us over the last couple of years. Nuneaton, you say? Yes, Jelly. Just round the corner from Fizz. So that'll be our week long. We've also got a Pathfinder 2nd edition one-shot happening that's going to be run by Stu of Just Games in Guernsey. So the week long will be around the table. The Pathfinder one-shot will be online, but it'll be a 24-hour one-shot. So he's going to run that. Again, some new faces, some familiar faces. And there is another one-shot happening, a 24-hour one-shot, but more details will be revealed on that. A couple of familiar faces and, again, some new faces. Another 24-hour one-shot that I'll be Dungeon Mastering in a world most of you haven't even experienced yet. Details to come. I think that's it for the charities. There is a link. Follow the Just Giving link. Throw some money in. There will be prizes. We've got glass dice from Roll For It. My camera don't do these justice. Oh shit! That one didn't break all. If you're watching, I need new dice. But yeah, so they're from Roll For It. Nice. We got some soap. We got some highly popular cheese dice. They look pretty cool. I don't know if the camera's doing it. They look like little chunks of cheese. They're pretty nifty. We've got some Lego sets, like £800 Lego sets to give away, brand new in box. At. They're going to be super cool. We've got lots of others.
Get the new D&D ones.
We've got the new D&T AT-ATs.
No, the Lego have collaborated with Wizards, and they're releasing Dungeons and Dragons Lego sets.
Oh, that's cool. I think I saw them do a one shot the other day. But yeah, so we've got lots of stuff we're going to be giving away, and lots of money to raise, hopefully, all through the year. And Loki will be throwing stuff in, and crafted campaigns will be used for the big special minis and stuff. Might have to let him know he's doing that. But yeah, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be absolutely amazing.
He'll do it anyway.
And we'll be doing a Christmas one-shot with more details to be arranged, and it'll be the final charity run at the end of the year where everybody will be skint. So I just expect whatever's left in your wallets to come to me. We joined the party. You what? Socials. We're not holding any there'll be no socials. Don't reach out to me in
Click
any
that
social
link tree.
capacity.
Click the link tree in the chat to join the wonderful community that we have fostered here.
There is no community.
There you can find all of the links to YouTube, where you'll find all previous Twitch videos. You can also find Dice of Beholder that stream on Sunday nights.
Never heard of him.
RPG. You can join our Discords, and after giving us crap for months and months and months, eventually get invited to a charity 24-hour one-shot.
It will take you 2 years and spend most of your uni loan to get there, but eventually.
But eventually.
But eventually. Right, so, quick recap. You're on a boat. Remy's dead. Ha ha ha. Go.
Well, holy shit. What an intro.
You spent the majority of last session resolving the incredibly complex puzzles that your mastermind dungeon master put before you, and unlocked the ancient sky ship of Thalia, the Sky Trident, one of the Agassi, one of the mighty heroes of the Seven back in the day, locked away in ice beneath a cave, a lake, an underground lake. It's now on the surface. There is sunshine. There is emerald raindrops falling all around you. There is no sign of Remy. You've met Tep, a wonderful, seems to be a creature of dream and some elemental nature, has a shadow creature as a pet, is essentially the translator of the ship and spoke with the twins, the two elemental entities that give the ship the ability to sail the clouds and skies. And I think that's where you were heading, wasn't
We were heading to speak to them.
it?
Well, some of us were.
Who's heading down? Who's heading up? Raya has taken to the who is out for lunch today. So Raya is in the crow's nest, chilling out.
Etheria was getting reacquainted with her friend and going for a fly.
Oh, the wyverns have turned up. Yep.
Yep. Remember them?
Remember them.
I'm going down to the elementals.
Okay. So you've gone for a
someone
fly.
is coming with.
We'll find out, won't we? Okay, so Etheria is flying. Bjorn is downstairs. Fizz, where are you going? What are you doing? Except for that.
I am going to continue hanging out on the deck and just making sure that the big things in the water, if there are any, don't do anything.
Give me a
shady.
perception check.
I will.
I will. Right in your
I
face.
will. But I'm going to have to do it on the computer because I haven't got my dice.
No. That is what?
Ah, 23. An effective one. My rolls are better than yours. Shut
23?
up, mate, you're over here. Yeah, 23.
Oh, we're not sponsored by World Anvil, but I use World Anvil for all my organising of Colossus and its world, all the stories, all the bits of information, all my characters, the books and stuff I write, my games, all the information. And I just love it. I just love it. Literally everything I want, I just search it, it's there. I love it. Carry on with your lives. What did you get, 23?
23. Yeah.
Beneath the water, there is a... You are not moving on the lake. This enormous galleon just sat there still on the lake, kind of bobbing, rain falling. But as you look over the edge, there is that, you know, when the water, the foam crashes up against the ship when it's hauling ass through the waves. You'd swear on your soul, what's left of it, that the ship was going at speed through the water, the way you're looking at the way the water hits the front of the ship. But there's no movement. But it looks as though you're moving at great speed.
Interesting.
As if the water's hitting you rather than you going through it.
I will continue watching it and monitoring for any changes that concern me, because I don't know what to do with that information at the moment.
Okay.
If anything. My friends have gone, ooh, shiny things, so I'm going to stay here and try and keep us alive.
And Velk, what are you doing, good sir?
Go down to the elementals as well.
Elementals. Right, Tony. Etheria, sorry. Let's do this. It's been a while.
Doing it.
You take it to the skies.
Mm-hmm.
You're on Felicify. What's the aim? Just a general joyride, or are you specifically like looking for anything incoming, like an army of dragon slayers, or
To begin with, having a catch up and just telling Felicity.
Having a catch up.
down below.
it's been a
Down
rough
below,
day.
There was this Hydra thing, and then we killed that, and then we went. There was lost treasure, and then we went down the thing, and we saw this big, massive thing, and it tried to eat me, but we beat it. And then that twat of a dwarf showed up. That
You get the feeling she knows what you're talking about.
that one that made Althea have that big bald patch.
From all the hair that's missing.
And yeah,
It's just
eventually
3 strands.
we've caught up a little bit, just looking round, looking for anyone that'd be around the lake or the temple area, especially that twatty dwarf.
Give me a perception check with advantage, because you're on your wyvern.
Not like it'll make a difference.
It might do, Tone.
I will just make shit up to give you advantage, Etheria. Because your eyes are open with advantage. There you go. 2 nat ones. Bitch blinked. She fucking blinked. Sorry, what did you get?
15.
15. You don't notice it, just to keep consistency. but is it Felicity?
Yep.
Yeah, Felicity. She kind of perks up a little bit, and her long, sort of pointed ears kind of flicker as if she's heard something. And she kind of hovers around her. It's about 100 feet, maybe 200 feet where you are, straight down. I mean, you're flying high and around the ship and such. Yeah. And just in the general vicinity, just circling. On your way in here, you saw that there is a very long river. Let me actually get my map up so I can remember the stuff I tell you guys. Who'd do that? What a crazy idea.
Did we follow river up?
Certainly not
kind of
us.
thing?
You did, so...
Very vaguely remember.
just bringing the map up now. Stand by caller. Again, not sponsored, but Incarnate, a really good tool for map making. Just in case anyone happens to, know anyone. Yeah, you came up a very long river to this huge lake where this lake house was. And there's plenty of forestry that was on the way. You are on the western side of Atoria at the moment, which, for just some information for... who's the really short gladiator? Althea.
Rude.
It's quite a... It's probably best described as a militarized zone. The whole west of Atoria, because of the land it faces to the west and its histories between like dark fae and fiendish fae, and there's a lot of animosity and violence that comes from the west that no one's ever really dug into recently. Historically, dark fae. The forestry, like I say, about 200 feet from the lake house, from where you are, just beyond, like northeast of the lake house, there's a heavy forest that leads up to the mountain range that you originally, if you remember at the week long, you kind of coasted along it and then flew through a gap and then on to the other side of the mountain range. Further up there, you can see movement within the forest. The trees kind of bend and sway as if something large and heavy is brushing past them, not snapping them and breaking them over, just enough that they kind of, now you're looking where Felicity's prompting you, there's something among the forests heavy. You don't know if there's loads, one single thing, you can't see, but there's definitely heavy movement in the forest to the northeast.
Curious, I'd probably fly close to that, staying high up and well up, but just keeping an eye on.
How far is high up?
How? Probably about 70 feet above the canopy, something like that.
Okay. Give me another perception check. With advantage, because Felicity's helping out.
A 10.
Can you give triple advantage?
So before I got a 3 and a 15. This time I've done a 2 and a 10.
That is... What?
I defy chance.
I understand now why you play a lot of computer games. Just press X. All you've got to do is press X and triangle. It's confusing. You can hear the rain behind you, but you see no rain in front of you, and you're no longer getting wet. Beneath you, the canopy is dry. There's no rain falling on there. And when you turn around, you don't notice much else. The movement of the trees has stopped. Maybe they've heard you and stopped moving, or maybe the thing's gone, or maybe the magic's not there. All these ideas going through at least Felicity's head, right? But when you turn around, you do see. When you were on the ship and looking up, you just saw a storm cloud. Here, you can see the greenery in amongst this white cloud that is letting the rain fall upon a large area that just happens to cover the ship.
Yeah. I'd hang around that canopy a little bit and then just do a big circle of the lake and just kind of spiral onto the ship, but just stay there.
Okay. This will all be a bit time was it? Althea, what were you doing?
But no, you didn't ask, so I've not. I would have been sat
Wow.
probably with my back against the like on the edge of the I don't know what it's called, but the side of the ship, the bit that comes up that stops you falling off.
The railing.
The rail.
The railing.
But the wooden bit.
Yeah, the
wall
railing.
bit,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
I thought railings were metal, but she would have been sat with her back towards that, just sort of being sulky.
I'm the dumb northernery. I'm not having it unless it's made of metal, not a railing.
If it's a wooden railing, it's a banister. Like that's not like.
Banister's
No,
house
it's a
specific,
railing.
isn't it?
Okay. Well, I'm sat against the railing.
Cool.
The railing.
Some ship expert comes on now. Actually, it's a
I think
snowball.
you'll find it's called.
Right, I'm googling it now.
I promise it's a railing. Promise.
Don't believe you.
I grew up on boats.
Give me a perception check, Althea.
That worries me.
Perception check. Is this to see if it's a railing or not?
It wasn't, but it is now. Give me 2 perception checks.
That is a 21.
Cool. You see Wolfbearer with his back against the main mast of the ship, and he has a small stone in his hand. I can't remember if you've seen him do this before, but he can shape the stone like someone would whittle wood. He's able to shape the stone. Not an impressive feat. Well, I think it's impressive, but it's up to you.
Party trick. Party trick.
Party trick. But he's made a little stone, draconic-looking creature with a emerald just pushed into the chest. It's about that big, and he's kind of just holding it. Shoulders are down a little bit. Do you do anything?
I'll just watch him,
Cool.
kind of like observe him, not like creepily, but yeah.
Well,
Faiz,
not that. Yeah.
can you give me a perception check, please?
Yes.
You're still on deck, yeah?
I am. I'm still watching the water. I don't trust it. It's shady. That is okay.
Oh, cheers,
I
Biggie.
promise it's on D&D Beyond. You should be able to see it. That was another 23.
Ha! I ain't falling for your technological tricks. Thank you,
Read the
Biggie.
log. You can see them.
Biggies give you 5 rerolls. You're already on. You're already on the week long, mate. Like you don't have to give us any more pennies. You bought your seat. Don't worry about it.
Someone got his student loan.
Doodah, doodah.
Doodah.
Thank you, Biggie.
Thank
I'll
you,
need them.
Biggie. Tony needs them. I'm good, apparently. 23.
23. Okay. At the... What's the front? Stern? Bow?
Bow. The stern's at the back.
Bow of the ship? I can't swim, never mind getting a ship. So at the bow of the ship, you see a pattern on where it comes to the point. There is a... You don't know if it's a painting. Just as you go a bit closer to scan what's like the paint where it's got a metallic shimmer to it, there is a large, maybe 6 foot long, image of a trident in the just that front portion area where the bow comes to the point, and it is so immaculately painted into the wood, you feel like you can reach out and grab it. It is. So you've got to kind of, you get a bit lower to see if it actually is 3D or not, or 4D, or Deadpool.
Can I touch it? Does it do anything?
I don't know. Do you touch it?
Yeah.
Give me a charisma save.
Aw, man.
This is fish in a barrel.
There's a thing, I want to touch it. Charisma save, yeah?
Clerics are good at them. Colossus.
16. Could be worse.
Oh, you. Let me check.
I can use a reroll.
You pass.
I pass.
Yeah. It's a shit game.
Sorry.
DC's 30. You
I would
as
never
you
pass.
as you place your hand and try and grasp out at the trident, for a brief second you do feel a metallic touch beneath your hand, and then it goes away again. You feel the wood, and you kind of brush at it just in case there was maybe something metallic there that you accidentally touched or not. But for a brief moment there was definitely a physical presence to the trident before you, but it's no longer there. You don't feel like your brains are about to be blown out either. Whee! Heard that before.
The Sky Trident, so.
Yeah. Bjorn, unless you're doing anything else, Fizz.
No.
Start scratching away at the paint. Velk and Bjorn and Tep. You head downstairs. Yep. Bjorn, how many ships you been on as a kid? Were you more mainland or did any coastal travel?
No, it's where we grew up in Viconia. It would be near enough to the coast that we go on a lot of ships. Everyone does their turn bringing fish in for all the villages and the big festivals. So yeah, I've been on and around ships.
Cool. The design of the ship down here seems to be a lot more spacious than you expected. Most ships, when you've been on them, even as a youngster, you were still not able to just nip past people. There was that almost etiquette where, all right, you let me through, I'll just squeeze up against the wall here and, brushing past each other. There might have been the odd area that was obviously a bit more spacious, like like the cargo hold of a particular larger ship, boat, sky diving, whatever you want to call them. But here is, like, you don't feel that you're close to Tep or Velk in any way. You don't. There is that little bit of sway, the ship in the lake, but like, fucking minimal. Like, there's no, it doesn't appear that you feel like you're moving, but it's very spacious. Just, yeah, you don't feel like there's any claustrophobia, which some folks might get when they come onto ship, especially when they go below deck, and it's usually quite dark and dingy and, like I say, close. It's quite spacious down here, and the strangest thing that you probably notice about being on beneath the deck of a ship is it smells nice. There's no particular flavour of aroma. There's no, sweat, blood, and piss. Good old sailor, odorless sailor. You know what I mean? it just smells nice. Velk's having a meltdown. Looks like his face just keeps turning into 25 different characters. All the smells are saving him. Velk, you feel great. I mean, your smile has never been as true. You are, that's not a great time to be eating food, Eddie. You know what I mean? Just because peanut butter everywhere. But and you probably give me an insight check, Bjorn.
Okay. 15.
Velk's got a bit of a bounce to his step. Like a deliberate... It's different. Velk's obviously very smiley and very happy to be where he is all the time. Never once has he regretted his life choices. But there's definitely a bounce to his step. He's not quite skipping, but he's in his happy place.
Fuck me. I didn't know Velk had one.
Wow.
Velk's always smiling.
It's my turn to DM now, dickhead.
You quite like chips, well? You enjoy it here, at least?
All you get back is just the glazed over.
The drugs have kicked in.
Okay.
Yeah?
What flavor are the twins?
Yeah.
I don't think you should
Strawberry
eat 'em.
and
No,
mint
I-
chocolate chip.
I mean, not
Variety. I'm not there.
common is not my first language.
Okay. I think I know where you're going.
They're elementals.
Yep.
Uh,
On a ship that flies in the sky. Yep.
So are both
Yep.
of them air elementals?
Well, otherwise we'd fly lopsided, I would say.
I was just wondering.
I'm pretty sure they're air elementals. I might be wrong. They've told me they're elementals. The ship flies. I don't know. We should ask.
And
Inside
where
check.
Are they? Okay. A natural 20.
Yes. Now, this is incredibly rare. For me. Yeah. Tep's not taking the piss. He's genuinely curious. As he's, from what he's just told you, he seems to be totally on board of, I've never asked them what flavour they were.
And where on the ship do they live?
Oh, that's easy. So, we go down these 3 flights of stairs, and he just points ahead of you, and you just see there's beginnings of a couple of stairs. That will take us beneath the cargo hold. Then we will have to slip through a little pocket dimension that I put there, yours truly. It's only small, short, you'll be in, you'll be through. That'll take us under the ship. We might have to go through the water plane, then they reside in the airplane. An airplane that's not been invented yet.
So they're not on the ship.
No. So, how I understand
But they
it...
have a connection to it.
Yes.
Okay, I'm in.
They are from the realm of the Al-Shin, which is where the air people live.
The Al-Shin.
Al-Shin. That bit on your leg? That bit on your leg at the front? Al-Shin.
Okay.
So they kind of help. I don't know. Thalia used to be good at explaining it, but she's no more. But I can try. I can speak primordial, and I can speak to all 4 of them, if needs be.
4 of them?
Of the flavours that you referred to.
Oh, right. Sorry. I was thinking the twins might have been the misnomer.
Well, down these stairs. Are you good with stairs? Watch your shins.
Good with stairs.
Tep starts to lead his way. The shadow creature has now become the size of a cat, and is just kind of pottering around your feet, Velk's feet, and Tep's, but still has a bit of a distrust about you and Velk, and stays closer to Tep than the others of you. You go down the stairs. You are both very sure you've gone down more stairs than there is ship to hold stairs. You get into a large, no doors have you gone through. There have been at each set of stairs you have seen a, well, for yourself, Bjorn, a middle deck that spreads out. And you notice areas that might be like the canteen area where they would eat meals together, the bunks. What you haven't noticed so far is the usual head of office, so where the captain would usually reside, where there's a bit more splendour to the, well, some of the ships you've been on, it just means they get more bread than the others, but they get the big room. But a ship this size, you've only seen them even remotely close to this from merchants from afar. And even as a youth, just helping out the dock workers unload and load just to earn a couple of coin, or just because it's how you Viconians live, there has been a bit more expense on ships like this. But you haven't seemed to have located or seen where the captain's quarters would be. By the time you get down to the bottom flight of stairs, Tep just kind of steps through like a curtain of like silk, but it's almost transparent silk. So at first when you get down there, you see the cargo hold before you, and it is massive. Both of them, Velk, well, who knows what's going through Velk's head, but Bjorn, again with the stairs thing, seems to be a lot more cargo hold than ship. Like there's definitely something going on that seems to be outside your normal, physical knowledge. The physicist in Bjorn is going wild at the moment. The hobby you had as a child. But you could see it, but then the curtain parts and closes again as Tep walks through it, and it is like a transparent silk. It is super thin, so thin that
can't see can't see Tep on the other side once.
Yeah. As soon as Tep's through, you see Tep. It is like a see-through piece of silk. But you can't hear him. So his steps go silent when he steps through.
I start walking through the...
Hold your breath. We might have to go through water. Pep said, hold your breath.
Just smile and walk through.
Just breathe through his teeth.
Take a deep breath.
Gets out a little snorkel. And he's just like...
Yeah.
And now you meet the next character, who's a dolphin.
We don't talk about the dolphin.
With fingers.
I'll take
I think
a
he's
deep
saying
breath
something. He's saying something.
Jerk me up. To be fair, Fair's last week was offering it out to Tep, so it's alright.
Of course not.
I've got video evidence. So,
Was
you
what I said.
you go through.
It wasn't what you said, it was the...
Wait, it's what you did. Your words were fine. Yeah. So, Velk, Bjorn, you push through the curtain. You're in this massive cargo area. There's quite a lot of barrels in here. Sacks, crates. Some are open. Some have been closed and then rope tied over them. Some have strange glyphs etched into the wood. Some have glyphs on them that have been arcanely applied and just kind of glow on some of the crates and stuff. There are what do you call them? That hold the torch. Brazers? Is it a brazier? Jesus Christ.
Sconce. The wall sconce.
Hey, don't call me. Listen here, you sconce.
It's a railing.
It's a railing. It's made of glass.
The sconce.
None of them have any braziers in them, but there's many of them. There's short pillars in here, wooden pillars. That's maybe holding up the upper deck, the deck above, but it's like a almost like wooden temple. Like there's loads of pillars all the way down. Again, seems to be more area than his ship, and doesn't have a full hold, but there is a lot of stuff down here. You see on top of some of the boxes cloth that is wrapped up, and there are objects that are wrapped up within the cloth that you can't quite see unless. That is the best message I've seen in 2 years, Tony. I just like people to know. I rolled a 19 for no reason.
We don't get to bank rolls to be like, I can't just roll until I get a 20. I'll
Just
save
Tony.
that.
Just Tony.
But we know Tony is capable when it doesn't count.
What you do notice in here, you couldn't hear the steps when Tep walked through, but when you two walk through, you now hear your own steps. And you can still hear the rain hitting the wood. As if you're in a wooden cabin and it's raining outside. Tep seems to be know where he's going and is navigating his way through. The shadow creature is no longer a cat and is now some sort of maybe bird, maybe bat. It's got a strange silhouette to it, but it's got wings and it's kind of flying about the place quietly. And Tep's just seems to know where they're going, but is looking for something. You have... I'll carry on unless you two do anything. Monologue or go. Oh.
Tep, is there anything we can help you find?
I'm looking for the breeze. If you find a breeze, let me know. He kind of moves some stuff about. He seems to be moving stuff quite easily. His size doesn't portray the strength he's applying to moving these barrels. Like, they're moving easily. If you notice a breeze, just let me know.
I will search for a breeze.
Give me an investigation check. Velk's behind you going... What a sconce.
Knows me too well.
Yeah.
11.
Okay. The Velk is behind you, just breathing heavy, and you kind of look around, turn around, and you're looking at Velk.
Find a Bacardi Breezer
Oh, God.
and pineapple.
That's going up the geyser. So, as you are helping Tep, Velk, you just stood there smiling, watching.
Yeah.
You still feel that happy place feeling, and just, again, for you, Bjorn, that's not gone away from Velk. He still has this bounce to him. Tep eventually finds what he's looking for. He moves 2 barrels aside, and they kind of go in a straight line, left and right, like a switch. And then you see his hair just flow up as the breeze hits him from beneath these 2 barrels. For you, Bjorn, actually watching Tep, you're like, he's not actually looked deeply anywhere. He just walked around the place and it was right in front of him all along. Like, you are a little bit worried about this little dude. And there's a breeze coming out, and then water starts to fill from the hole where the breeze was coming out. And it starts to spread. But it spreads not in a way that there's a flood. It looks thicker. Like the water seems to be slowly filling. Almost like, from here it looks like slime. But you can see that it's water. And it's just slowly spreading. I found it.
Do we need to swim?
Well, this will take us through to Marai, the water realm. Don't worry about it. And we'll just have a short swim on the other side. You can swim. Looks at you both.
I can swim. Well, can you swim?
Little stripy one piece flippers.
Still got
Like the 1920s little.
We-
stripy with the straps. like,
We normally
shorts.
take the smiles and lack of answer as a yes. If
so
it's
difficult to convey.
I know.
Can you swim? Could be yes.
if it's a no, then we normally have a thought that maybe they can't. So yes, I think they can.
Okay, your friend, I'll trust you.
Got a little duck rubber ring, little armband.
Just a tash.
A duck with a tash.
Okay, so when we get into Marai, they don't like outsiders, especially folk not of the seas. Shouldn't be any problem, but you know, I mean, you can fight underwater, right? You good?
Bjorn and Velk were never seen again.
I did ask everyone what they were doing. I'm gonna fly away. All right, that's turning up.
I'm sure we'll be fine.
Okay. Perfect. In the air. Swan. And in. Does from Tep. The shadow creature flies at this strange, thick body of water that just seems to have poured out of this hole. And there's still air kind of breezing around it. As it flies towards the water, it shifts again into like a seal silhouette. Hits the water. And Tep and the shadow creature have disappeared. And before you is a blob of water.
Take a really deep breath and dive in.
Look, what did that smile mean?
I just dive in.
Yeah. Just lean backwards. As you both hit the water, there is a... You are immediately swept, and it is... As a youngster, you maybe wrote about this, Volk. You know, living through other people's experiences. You've definitely seen a kid swept away. It is that where you dip your toes in, and you've not been in the water before, and you can see it rushing, and you see the water coming down quite fast, but you have no concept of what that means until you get in it, and all of a sudden you're 6 feet away from where you were before. You banged your ass on a rock, like not the rock, a rock. You know what I mean? Hey, what I'm doing? And you just kind of. It's just initial, straight away, and then you settle, serene, floating. Tep's kind of just in the water. You see now that Tep's lower half is that of a fish. He's got a long fish tail, and it has got like a... and it's got a like purplish shimmer to the scales. And Tep's just like... and just swimming around with this silhouetted seal around them. As far as your eyes can see, and it is not the deep dark depths of the oceans, it is clear. You could see, as far as your eyes could see on land, in the material realm of Colossus. It seems that the realm of Mirai, the water realm, there isn't that deep dark depth. This is their world. You're essentially swimming in what they would call their sky. It is the almost surface of their realm, where you would, who knows what you breathe once you break the surface. Before you start to see life as you would walking into a new town. There are the formations of rock around you. Some are more coral, some are more stone. But there are creatures, humanoids, living in them. And it is like walking into a very busy town as things start to become apparent. And what you first... The original, where are we, let's get our bearings of, I saw a fish go there, or I saw a shadow over there, I'm in the water. Now you've adjusted, and that sweeping feeling is gone. You can see life before you, an absolute populace. And the coral and the stonework is just their version of buildings and streets and decorative elements, and you can now see a underwater town, as it were. There's a little Sebastian walks past. Hey, the kids! And you don't necessarily have the ability to walk, but just willing yourself forwards. Like, oh, we'll have a look over there. You kind of go forwards. There's a tightness to your chest because you're obviously in the water, but it feels more pressure than lack of breath. More for Velk, because Bjorn's like, I've not breathed in 6 months.
In the place of Velk.
I just remembered I took a pointless deep breath.
Yeah, I meant that. Method, mate. You do you. Yeah.
When you're looking around for Velk, there is now a 3'2" blue-skinned, bluish hair, wearing almost raggy kind of clothing, lots of bangles that are kind of scaled and shimmering, kind of water-looking humanoid, with a little
Was one of my descriptions.
watery,
Descriptions
watery,
heading. It's a water-looking dude.
watery looking humanoid
In a shell bikini.
with a little
Chipper.
toad on their shoulder. They're like an ethereal looking toad.
Toad's like, I'm amphibious. Can't breathe.
White mustache.
Yeah.
With a mustache. Yeah.
The toad or the little water dude?
The toad.
The
Both are not attached.
The toad smiling like this.
Tep
Okay.
does this under the water towards Velk. There's like a flourishing bow. As one on the stage, not royalty. The king has returned.
Is it the strangeness of like the feeling or the magic that's making this place? I'm going to attempt to speak.
Okay.
Where to tap? Does anything come out?
Yes, but it is not quite in song, but there's an element of harmony to it as you speak. It doesn't have your Viconian, Danish accent.
Okay.
Follow me?
I will myself to follow tap.
It kind of happens almost reactively as you're like, okay, and you start going forward. And you understand. Not Velk. Frogman looks like. Is your friend coming? Shouts over his shoulder.
I apologize. Hello. I am Bjorn. What is your name?
First time here, is it? My name's Ripple.
Ripple.
Yeah, and this is Droplet.
Okay. Would you like to come on a bit of a sightseeing tour to the air elemental plane?
Oh, always up for a bit of sightseeing.
Alshin, I think. Alshin. Pep.
Oh shit! That's the next one. They don't like Alshin
This
round
is-
here. This
what
is
did you say?
Marai. This is the
Marai.
water. This is in common. What's the word? The elemental realm. Of and just gestures.
Fire, yes.
Droplets like that.
Would you like
No
to come,
space.
Ripple?
Sure, yeah. Always up for a bit of sightseeing. Why not?
As Ripple starts moving, Droplet grabs hold of the collar of just ready for the. Oh man, I'm a toad, Mother Kipper. This is not my environment.
Can I ask, Ripple? I have never seen of your kind before. What are you?
Nobody has.
One with the water. I think people sometimes refer to us as Ganassi, Nasi, something like that in your language.
Ganassi. Yes, the children of the Jinn.
Yeah,
Elementals themselves.
indeed.
Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Tep's just looking. Right.
How
Please
far
do- please do me a
do we
Ripple.
need to go, Tap?
There is a small establishment that you can acquire a beverage at if you so wish, but it's in their cellar. I know the landlord. It's fine. Just don't
You knew
be
the landlord.
just don't be disrespectful. Knew the landlord? Oh, it's been a while. That's a fair point.
A lot of time has passed.
I might not know the landlord anymore, but I do know you can't just shift these places about. So there will definitely be a way to Alshin, the realm of Alshin down there. We just need to convince the landlord.
Okay. You brought
Okay.
possibly the wrong people. Ripple might be very charismatic.
The invitation was to everyone. I just and here we are.
I am very charismatic in Viconia, but apparently not anywhere else.
got a warlock and a bard. What other charismatic characters do you want?
I've tried to be charismatic for 52 episodes, but AD finds a way to completely fucking ignore it. So, yeah.
Look, I know my role in life, right? Roll higher. That's all I can say. 52. Nice. It's 53 DC, mate. Following Tep, who is now merfolked away. You can see people kind of. There are a lot of humanoids that have a similar aesthetic to Ripple, where they've got the all range of blues that you would use to describe any body of water in any area of the world. That range of folk, and it does remind you of a populated town. The little coral fences around places where they seem to be homes, and then there is like a town square that you go into. There is even a fountain in the middle of the town square that is an open shell, and there is just a stream of water going up into the air, like bubbles in a swimming pool, just that sort of jet. Doesn't seem to be going anywhere. It's just maybe 3 foot in height, just out of this open shell. The shell is old and grey. Maybe back in the day it was, vibrant, but less so these days. And again, and this is the strange thing, here you can hear rain pitter-pattering. Whether you are in a tent, a log cabin, sat in a cave, you can still hear that sound of rain, giving you the feeling that there is still that connection to the realm, the material realm. Going into this populated area, people look across to you. They see Tep. There's not necessarily recognition of Tep, but the lad's got a fishtail, so they're like, oh, must be visiting. They see Ripple. Again, not necessarily recognising him. The town has a small town vibe to it. And you see them look at Ripple, kind of, some wave, some look with curiosity. A lot of people look at you, Bjorn. There's no curiosity, fear, not hatred, but there is a we don't like you sort of vibe, even from the youngsters.
I'm an undead dwarf. I'm not that.
I know.
surprised.
I know.
I'm...
Of all the things I was trying to think, I was like, he's like a soft. Even the little tadpole kids are like kind of looking at you like they're going to gang up on you, all 3 million of them. Do you know what I mean? So probably droplets, kids. You make your way through this town, and Tep does know his way around this town, which kind of eases the people. He's very confident, knows where he's going, and he goes to a cluster of coral. Yep, there's some oranges and pinks in there, real dull. They're not like vibrant, but they make this sort of half-assed attempt at looking like a long. You probably compare it to a long haul, a mead hall, without the thatch, but it's got that vibe to it. It's not high, it's just long, and there's a little bit of homesickness as you approach it. There's a few folks stood outside, and they've got these small sort of shell cups that they're kind of just holding, and they're putting them to their mouth. But you're like, aren't we underwater? Like, how is that? Who knows how the seashells work? Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean? So, 3 seashells. Tep goes straight in, and they've got like saloon doors on the entrance. Tep goes in. You follow.
Mm-hmm.
You follow in, and as you get in there, there's a rush of noise, exactly like taverns back home and mead halls and stuff. There is a little bubble band going on in the corner, and there's music coming out all over the place. You see creatures of the sea in there, acting very civilized. Like you've hunted these things and eaten them back home, but these are just here, just like they've got like full on personalities and all sorts. There's fish in there, there's dolphins, there's genasi, and they're just having a conversation. There's a drunk orca sat at the far end just kind of swaying around. Every now and then, just slaps his seal mate. It was an actual seal, not special forces. Just there like that. I've gone down the wrong hole. And behind the bar is a mermaid. She is maybe, comparatively to humans and that sort of lifespan, maybe 100. Like, she looks like she's been here a long time. Yep. Sat on the bar in front of her are her boobs. They're just enormous. You just see every now and then her tail kind of flick up. I've met this woman. Her tail flick up. A few scales missing, a couple of scars on it. She's got that grandmotherly wisdom about her. The buoyancy of the sea is not helping. She's just at the bar. Anyone that asks for a drink kind of understands that they're going to her. She ain't going to them. And they kind of come down, get their drinks, and she's passing out like these cupped seashells. And there is liquid in them. It's got greens to it and gold flecks in it and like a syrupy nature to it. And then what you notice is it's like drinking an oyster. Like, there is that thickness to it that when they do put it, they're essentially sucking it in rather than drinking it. But there seems to be a fully functioning underwater tavern going on.
Is there a really happy looking dolphin sat next to the lady with the massive boobs?
Yeah. Just. What time is it? Give me 7. Quarter to 10. Jizz everywhere. I'm just floating in the water. Hits Bjorn in the face. It's stuck in his beard. Anyway, we'll retcon that bit. There is a happy dolphin, yes, but for other reasons. Cut that bit out.
You're in charge of the edit.
Well, we'll fuck that out. Because I'll be putting in pictures. And you see a world of creatures and humanoids and living in the realm of Morai.
Yeah, is this the landlady?
Tapping it. No, less beard than the last one I was speaking to. More chest than the one I was speaking to. A little bit more tail. No. Hello. She just looks at him. Carries on serving her customers. No, she don't have a clue who I am.
Okay.
What are you trying to understand? What is it you're trying to do?
We need to get into the cellar.
There's a portal in the cellar that will take us from Morai into Al Shin, and then we can speak to the twins. But normally the landlord used to let me through. We just had, the Agassier gave him a bit of treasure now and then, just kept him on the payroll. She don't look like him. She don't necessarily look threatening. She's just a large-chested, grandmotherly mermaid.
Hello, good lady.
We could sneak past.
Friday, I expect to outwork. Just saying. You could sneak past. What did you
ask?
Oh, you could ask, yeah. I most of them might understand you. If you need a translator, I can translate. But common is common for a reason. Put that on the t-shirt.
Hello, good lady.
Hello, dwarf. How do you find yourself in my establishment? Looks at
I'm
the
with
little
them.
dude.
Point at Tep.
Point at Tep.
We are just.
I'm with him. He's not with me. I'm with him.
We're just passing through.
To where?
She
just lifts one boom as an itch, puts boom back down.
We're going to Alshin.
In the immediate vicinity, most of the creature, the orca whale at the end's like that. What do you know about Alshin? Just kind of leans back. Whoa, catches himself on the stool. Underwater.
Myself? Oh, very little.
Why Alshin? You notice Tep's behind you now. Not to stab you, to hide.
To visit and speak to some of the denizens of Belchin.
Well, I've none of their sort round here. Will you
No, that
shut
is
up? Says
why
the
we're-
landlady. Come here,
Sorry.
sit. In fact, take a seat over there. I'll be over shortly.
Well, we do not need to sit.
You do.
Okay.
You are a guest, and you shall sit, and we shall converse about Al Shin.
Head over to the table.
All
See?
right.
Just give me a moment. I'll need some help with the ladies. She whistles, and 2 dolphins swim from out back. Hench as these dolphins. Fins, muscles on fins, fins on muscles. And they swim, and as she turns, they swim under a boob each. And as she comes towards you in a mermaid form, and the dolphins, like a chariot, towards you. She plonks her ass and chest down on table and chair, and the dolphins kind of just swim next to her, hovering, eyeballing. She gestures towards the chairs in front of you that Velk's already on.
I'll sit in the chair.
Tep's kind of like looking around. I'll stand. It is fishtail. What do you know about Al Shin? And why have you come into my establishment to speak?
I know very little about Belchin, but our guide here is aware of entrance in your cellar.
It was a long time ago. I've been asleep for a while. Somebody else had the place before you did. Several before you did. I just knew there was a place here. I apologise.
Can we do an insight check to see?
Yeah. On tap.
23 on the inside.
Ooh. The landlady is fully aware of all words that are going on right now. Like, Al Shin's not surprising her. It being mentioned that it's here, the previous landlord, all this is just all known knowledge to her. Like, she is super on it from what you can read. Like, there's no surprise in her. There's definitely caution.
It seems like you're well aware of this portal. Mind if my friends can use it?
She looks at Ripple for a very long time, then at Droplet, back at Ripple, back at Droplet. Droplets hidden themselves in the ripples of Ripple's hair and moustache. Just, looks like Zoidberg. Your merfolk friend here is right. There is a portal here, and your friend here looks towards Ripple. Yes, you can use it on 2 conditions. 1, you owe me, as is the law of the tavern. 2, you don't return through it, you find another way. There are reactions that happen when crossing the realms. I don't like what happens in here.
Yep.
Yeah, I may have not mentioned that bit.
Did you owe the previous landlord that you were friends with?
No, the Agassi dealt with that. That's what I was saying. They
Did they owe them?
kept him on the payroll.
Ah,
I think what my friend is asking is, what type of thing would they owe you? Is it a favour? Is it gold? Is it?
Favour, gold's no use to us of the Marai. We don't need it for much. But pearls. We do like pearls. And the 2 dolphins get their fins and go. She looks at them. Just relax.
do we have any? You're not Velk. Not going to answer me.
Ripples
do you
go.
have any?
Fuck off.
Do you have any pearls? No. Oh, sorry, Ripple. Hang on, Puddle. No. Which one?
Ripple.
Ripple.
Toad goes, Ripple. If I want to join in, I fucking will. It's my game.
So a favor or pearls?
if you
I apologize. What is your name, good lady?
Pearl.
Ah. So a favor or pearls?
I do like pearls.
Pearls found in Marai or from the material plane?
I was going to say Marai, but if you can bring me one back from the dry place. There is a... Not... She looks down when she says the dry place.
Get Waterworld flashbacks. Dry land. Dry land.
It's alright, one Dolph is called Kevin, the other one Costner.
You could. Are you wanting to? I'm looking at Bjorn. Are you wanting to pay up front, or are you wanting to like owe it some other time? Because we could go and find a pearl.
We could definitely owe the pearl from your world.
I do not want to leave our friends for too long, but as you can see, I am from the dry place. I will certainly bring you back.
Are your lot still druids?
My lot?
Yeah, the dwarves.
Oh, I have no idea. I am not actually a dwarf.
You look like a dwarf.
You are not helping.
Your
not
friend,
Velk.
is it Ripple? Ripple's got a point. And the Droplet's like, dwarf.
Who teaches a toad common?
Ripple.
I shut up, Vinny. I was cursed by a weapon that I found. Not actually that much of a curse. It has helped me a great deal, in fact. But
So you wanted to be a dwarf?
it is a consequence of keeping the weapon that I am not averse to.
Is this a valuable weapon?
To the dwarves.
So you stole a weapon from the dwarves. And
It's okay. The monarch told me it was okay to keep it for now in a dream.
and he blames me for ruining his charisma. You know what I mean?
You tell strangers an awful lot of things.
Droplet goes, awful. That's fascinating, says Tep. And I'm sure, I'm sure Pearl here is, well versed in theft of magical artifacts. What are you trying to say, little man? I'm just... And then hides back behind Bjorn.
I will bring you just
Stealing aside and
okay.
dwarfing yourself for whatever reason. We'll reword that at a later date. I need time to think. If you wish to promise a pearl for passage into Alshin, but the pearl must be from the dry place. Just gestures at you, because Ripple's clearly not of the dry place. And neither is Fishman Tep. Then I can agree to let you use the portal. But the second condition is you can't return.
I will bring you a pearl from the dry place. Tep, is there anywhere else in Elshin that we can return to the ship from?
Oh yeah. The twins
Why
are
didn't we use
part
that
of the
one?
ship. It's one way. You don't want to go through the twins. Coming out of them's not so bad. I said what I said.
Then yes. Can we please use your portal?
Has Bjorn got any tattoos? He has, hasn't he? It's all over him.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll be
Dragon scales on the sides of his head going down onto his shoulders.
I was looking at the little chibi and I was like, I know he's got him on his arms. It'll require ink.
Ink?
Promise ink. You promised me a pearl. The ink will make sure you fulfill your promise.
Oh, like Gaius.
Yeah.
I have to do this thing.
Well, have to, no, but it'll hurt if you don't.
Okay. I'm already under one of those. I really should take a copper penny to a temple for an old woman that I met. It seems like years ago now.
We call them one-shots, Bill.
I think, in fact, you called it an intro session.
You met the dragon tail. So, bring me my ink. And the two dolphins swim off. And they return with a long spiral shell that is thick at one end, like the cake mixer. Yeah, and then right on the end is a pinpoint coral needle, and the other dolphin just brings out this large pot of like squid ink, and it is humming. You feel the eldritch magic within this. Every time you fire off an eldritch blast, it's the same feeling. And she grips the coral cake mixer needle. Where do you want it?
That.
There is choice.
I'm going to put it on your forehead.
Not my forehead.
It's not dealer's choice, then, is it?
What design are you choosing?
You choose design, you tell me. I just need the magic of the... What you want it to look like is entirely... It's your promise. What does your promise look like, dwarf? Or not dwarf? Or
Fact.
thieving dwarf?
Promise looks like this. So, and I show her all the scales up and down my arm, the dragon scales that have been tattooed. There are spaces kind of in between them as they like weave in a pattern.
Into dragons, are we?
Yes. But I'm sure
Still dealer's choice?
the mermaid scales could add to it.
Oh, that's better than what I was going to do.
You were going to tattoo a dragon turtle, weren't you?
No, I was going to do a gecko, but I do like a bit of me on you.
Hey.
Come here.
Okay.
Pulls you in and basically grabs your arm, rests it on one boob, and then just starts dipping into the eldritch ink and tattooing essentially fish scales. Like you've almost got the Japanese koi carp, and she does quite not a stereotypical beautiful mermaid, but there is a handsomeness to the mermaid she puts, like going around the scale, like in between the gaps. What did you get on your insight check, Velk? 20 odd, wasn't it?
23.
Whilst you notice Pearl doing this tattoo, she's a lot of detail, a lot of care, and there is a sadness to her applying this image on Bjorn's arm. And you now have maybe 45 minutes, an hour passes, and you can feel like the burning sensation of the tattoo and such. And even under here, like the water doesn't help. Every now and then there's a searing pain, Bjorn, that reminds you of not the pain but the feeling of when the nightmares started back in the day, before you started accepting them as your calling. And you start to see this young mermaid, merfolk kind of, vision image now appear on your arm. And there is, just at the end, almost like a full stop, where the eldritch magic highlights the mermaid among the dragon scales, and it is like a tiger looking out of a forest. You've got this mermaid looking out of the scales of a dragon, and you now have an eldritch tattoo from Pearl.
Are you sad because this was you back in the day?
Quite the compliment, Ripple. It was, yes, but no, it is my granddaughter.
About to say this one is definitely not as endowed as our Lady Tavernkeep.
She takes after her dad.
So, the promise is made?
Yes. I'm sure you have intelligent friends that are able to remove such curses. And it is a curse. I do apologise. It's just the way magic works.
This is not my first rodeo.
But I'll know, so I'll send the lads around. And she gestures at the two dolphins. If you do have it removed, and if you keep it and try to flinch on the deal, it'll hurt, maybe kill you. It's been a while since I've held a promise with another.
Please show us the way.
I believe you're a young, the wee man. Tep goes, yeah, I know the way. Am I okay to go behind the bar? She's like, lead the way. Moving these buttes around, I don't tend to do too many times a day, so I'm going to sit here for a while. You see the two dolphins are. Tep goes behind the bar. There is a typical trapdoor that he pulls up. It is uncanny to your memories of hanging out in taverns. There's a ladder that goes down that looks like it's never been touched. You see Tep does swim down into a cellar, assuming you follow. Ripple, do you follow?
As they're walking off, I'm going to turn to Pearl and be like, your granddaughter, was she lost?
A long time ago, yes.
Okay. What was her name?
I'll tell you.
What's aerial backwards? That's my guess.
Lyra.
Yeah.
Calypso. World Anvil, kids. Store all your information on it.
A nice name.
She disappeared in the dry land looking for pearls a few years ago. So now every opportunity I get, I create her image. And your friend might be a thief and a dwarf and cursed. But there is a gentle soul behind his eyes.
Well, good luck at the tavern, and I hope that your granddaughter turns up. I'll head off.
You're a sweet boy. And she just kind of chills out. As you head off, you feel a missing weight on your shoulder. And you see Droplet on the bar, face deep in one of the shells, just supping up whatever beverage is in the shell. Sees you and kind of just swims back to your shoulder in like a bit of a weird zigzag. Yeah, he's like, hey, up, Rip. It's been too long, Ripple. All these other whammers have turned up. It's my time to shine. And you follow Bjorn in there. Just before Velt comes down, before Ripple comes down, Bjorn, you're down there with just Tep. Tep again is doing that thing where he's looking for what he thinks he seems to have found. It's the most blatant. Even you, it's not a big place down here, and you are looking at an area on the floor that is just bubbling, as if air is being pushed through water. And you give it 10 seconds. Tep, you just gotta guide him. I can never find it. Just goes over, moves. Here, before the ease that he moved the barrels in the cargo of the cargo hold of the ship, it's not the same. He's effort, like swimming, trying to shift these stacks of seashells that she clearly uses for like the cups or mugs or whatever they are. There are like sacks, like they look like skin sacks, just kind of floating. A lot of them, maybe on the quantity of barrels of ale. And he gets to the bubbled area, and he kind of moves some stuff, and he makes enough space. And now the bubbles just kind of sit like a pillow made of bubbles, and he's scooping the bubbles in. And as he gets them closer to other bubbles, they kind of almost magnetic stick, and he makes this bubble pillow bigger and bigger and bigger till it's big enough, essentially like a manhole, where you would, as in a sewer thing. Yeah, that's an horrendous name for anything, but yeah. So you have this area. Ha! Gateway to Alshin. Ready to meet the twins?
Yes, but I do wonder what our friends are doing.
We're going to find out after the break.
They're not going to believe me when I tell them about this.
I'm sure you're convincing.
You all went on holiday and came back with a tattoo. That's all.
Yeah, tramp stamp. Shagaloaf. Right, we'll find out what the rest of the people are doing after this break, because I need a wee and a brew, in that order. Right, thank you for watching so far. We shall return. Well, that's it. We'll return. Break time. back. We're back. Hello. So, Bjorn and Velk, on your own mini campaign. The bubbles are there for you to dive into, walk into, sit on, whatever you wish to do. Tep doesn't dive in first this time. He gestures towards the bubbles. Dwarves first.
I will jump in feet first.
Of course.
Cool. Velk, Ripple, Droplet, all the above.
I'll dive in.
You see a 3'2" tornado with scimitars and a squirrel.
How did you? You've been reading about it.
Is it a stone squirrel? That's the more
It's a
important.
stoned squirrel.
Althea jumps through the.
Yeah.
I said Rip was in for the ride. I'll go for his run.
As you jump through, we'll go back to the deck of the ship. So all the wyverns now, except Felicity, are getting a little bit aggravated and irritated. Irritated's a better word. We don't want them aggravated on the deck of a ship. They don't the close proximity. They can't stretch their wings. It's different when they were in the pen with Spartacus wannabe, whose name I've completely forgotten. The gnome dwarf. The gnome dwarf.
Leonidas?
No, Leonidas is the halfling.
Oh.
What's the gnome? The gnome's the Spartan gnome that rides Ares. I could look up my notes, but Tony seems to be on it.
I probably haven't written it down.
Oh, brilliant, Tony! Just trying to look. I don't know. I don't know why you're watching me. I've not forgot.
My notes say things like, "We started."
Knowing you, he probably was called Spartacus. Like.
I mean, I can't deny that.
Saracus.
Saracus, there
There
you
you
go.
go.
Basically,
Basically.
What? What? I did agree with you. I said it sounds like something I do. The wyvern's called Ares, for fuck's sake. Yeah, the pen that back at Saracus's place where Athena and that were there, and you did the racing. There's a bit more freedom there. On the deck of the ship, not so much. You all whistled for them to come, and then all went in different directions. So they're a little bit kind of, what the fuck's going on? The two meatheads, so Althea and Bjorn's, are kind of just shoving the other ones about. Not in a bully sort of way, just, you're touching me, get off me. You're touching me. They just don't like that close proximity of each other or the rest of them. Wings are getting kind of flapped out a little bit. Etheria, what are you doing?
However much time it takes, I'll venture spiral back to the ship and just circle around. Just enjoying air and probably send a message to Faze and just everything all right down there.
I've got some slightly unhappy wyverns.
Do they need a stretch?
Almost definitely, but I can't talk to them. You can.
I will message. I forgot all the names. Bjorn's.
Yeah.
And so come for a stretch if you like.
Before you've even finished the sentence, woof, woof, straight into the air, which is a signal for Althea's to go, oh, really? Woof, and they both shoot off into the air. Faze, your wyvern, and Althea's wyvern kind of look at each other, gesture at them two whammers, and casually fly off into the air to have a stretch. And now the
So
wyverns
Tony
are
is
flying.
exercising the wyverns.
Yes.
They're in like a V formation, like geese, and Etherea's at the front.
I'm going to message back saying, "Flying V."
The Mighty Duck movie would have been very different if it were wyverns playing ice hockey. Oh my god, the V are my children!
It would have been good, mind.
I quite enjoyed Mighty Ducks. But
I love Mighty Ducks.
Faze, Althea, you're the only two on the deck. Althea, Faze, you're the only two on the deck. Rhea is up on the crow's nest. Wolfbear is still lent against the mast, avoiding the wyvern poop.
And just to check, nothing's changed with the water. It's still doing what it was doing before.
It's now still.
Somehow that's weirder. Okay, good.
Mm.
Oh Althea, the water's weird. Well, not now. Well, actually, if you come and see it, you're not going to see anything. Ah,
Thanks for letting me know. Thanks.
Althea,
What's
nothing's happening.
What's weird? What was weird about the water that I didn't see and wouldn't see again?
It was like it was moving, like the ship's moving.
Not
Sorry, the boat.
unusual for water.
Should have seen it. It was wet
I've
and
seen
cold.
water before.
Oh,
Believe
Jesus.
me.
I know you're from
Everyone
like a
gets a sh-
city, like you're not from a coastal town, but
It
water moving
rains.
isn't weird. You're gonna have to be more specific.
Okay, like you know when you're going quickly through the water on a boat,
Yes.
and the water's coming up round the sides and it's rushing.
Yeah.
That.
But we're not moving.
No, I'm aware of that, Althea. Well spotted.
So
That's
like
why it
we're
was
on
weird.
some kind of aquatic treadmill. Like we're like it's moving. Like that?
Yeah, actually, that was pretty much what it looked like.
And if I look over the
Then still.
it's still
Give me a perception check, Althea and Faze.
Do you have treadmills at your spot, Jim?
Yes.
And what are the things that you were just talking about for lifting? We've got them as well.
A return to form, 13.
19.
Hey, thank God you're here.
For some reason I've got a +4 perception.
So do I, and I'm always shit.
What you notice, Faze, is it gets dark. Like clouds coming in, blocking the light dark. Not nighttime dark, just bad weather dark. Not instantly. There's a gradualness to it as you're speaking with Althea. But it is now dull, grey, miserable, lightless. It's just miserable. You also notice Althea, but what you notice as well is ethereal, like smoky humanoid shapes that look like young children kind of walking just behind Faze up on the deck. As you look around,
Absolutely not.
you start to see a few more. They are dressed in the attire of Faze.
Like exactly, or just the style?
Just the fashion, the style.
The fashion, okay.
There's maybe the more like you kind of look. They're just pottering about the place. Seem to be ignoring yourself, Wolfbearer. One will pass a book to another and then walk away and
Are they like
disappear.
spirits? They're like incorporeal.
Give me a religion check.
It's getting dark out here, mate.
Sun's
Yeah.
getting real low.
Big guy.
4.
You've got no idea, but they definitely weren't there before.
Okay.
They seem to be ignorant of your presence.
Okay.
There's about 15 of them, just all across the ship, doing mundane things. What did you get on your perception? 19?
Yeah.
None of the mundane things they're doing seem relevant to a ship.
I was gonna say like passing books and stuff. That's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
like that. They're just a random book, and it's
So it's a
yeah.
random collection of scenes from
Yeah.
these kids that are dressed like that's similar to Fizz.
Phase. Phase.
What?
On the immediate stop from looking up to now eye level, you see him as well. Give me a wisdom save.
Okay. I'm quite good at those. 22.
I would hope so as a cleric. Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
right?
When you first see them, your immediate reaction is, "Oh shit, but we're under attack. There's something on the ship. It's just us two, and you're out, weapon ready. Your red lady holy symbol kind of glowing, or at least not glowing, but it's got a hue, that red hue to it. Then you see that they are youngsters. They're younglings of, from what looks of it, Ravenholm. You feel a pull on your mind where you've been burying deep that memory and kind of shielding it off from the, "Oh, it's okay, I'll deal with it." There's a crack and you push it back. You hold it at bay, and you don't feel the need to go bloodlusty. But at the same time, you start to recognise every one of the faces of the younglings as your class on that day.
I'll try and rush up to one of them and try and touch them.
Straight through. They don't even acknowledge. You go through the misty, ethereal form. It's freezing cold, like it's just not nice cold, and they kind of demystify and reform as your hand goes through them and carry on, passing the book over. One moves a chair, another one puts an apple on a desk.
Faze, what's going on?
Althea?
Faze?
I don't know what.
I'm gonna go up to her and like grab her face in my hands. Like, look at me. What's going on?
They're my children. Well, not my children. That would be a lot of children to have. But these are the children that were killed when I was looking after them.
In Ravenholm, before we met you.
Yeah.
The dancing troupe.
Well, the dancing troupe killed the children. Yes.
Yeah. I don't think these are actually the children. I don't know what they are, but it doesn't look like you can touch them, and they're not actually on the ship. They're just random apparitions.
Why would they be here?
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm gonna keep deliberately not looking, and I'm gonna keep like eyes dead focused on Althea, not looking to either side.
Wolfbearer.
Do you look towards Wolfbearer or just say his name?
I'm gonna look.
He is stood up. He is... what's the word? He's kneeling before... He stands and walks to some of the younglings, these ghostly forms, and takes a knee before them. And you hear him say the same prayers he says in battle before bed. All to the mountain, the Pride Mountains, the stone, that sort of repetition. There is a sadness to him as he speaks these words. He clearly recognises them for what they are, these spirits. Being a cleric also.
Wolfbearer, what are you doing?
Trying to show them the mountain. They're lost. Stuck.
What? Why would they be lost? Why would they be here?
He looks at you both. One of you two brought them here.
I really didn't.
Maybe it's your memories, Faze. You can't remember what happened, can you? Sometimes our mind protects us from things that are too horrible to comprehend, but
I remember some of it. I remember their faces. I don't remember the names.
Maybe you're starting to remember.
I remember that one with the hair, and I don't want them here.
Well, I haven't brought them here.
Wolfbearer is now looking at each of them and piecing together, similar to yourself, Althea, with the way they're fashioned in their clothing and such, and how it matches phases to a certain degree. The rain is no longer emerald green. It's red. And whereas the emerald green was an ink that seemed to have dropped by droplets into the rainwater, the red of the rain gets deeper and darker, and is now more... it's blood. And raindrops of blood start to pitter-patter all across the deck. The wyverns are close. They don't land. Looking up at them now is a fearsome sight to see these massive Taras-blooded wyverns covered in blood all across the deck. These youngling spirits. So that, go on first.
I was just gonna say, Faze is sort of gonna drop to her knees and sort of hide her face down in our hands a little bit.
I don't. This boat. So far, there's been some extreme pain and loss on this boat. I don't know if it's the boat itself or if it's just a coincidence, but this is playing with your mind. I don't know if it's the ship or if it would still be happening if we weren't on the ship.
I touched a trident. I don't know if that has any relevance to this. But it was metal, but it wasn't. It was part of the ship, but it wasn't. It was. I don't know. It's over there on the front. I'm still not looking at anything, like properly curled down, hiding my face.
Wolfbearer comes and kneels beside you. Do you remember
Do I remember what?
the day?
I don't know. Some of it, not all of it. I remember some of the people who were there, but not clearly. I don't remember any names. I don't remember who I was properly. I don't know.
Althea,
Yeah.
behind Faze and Wolfbearer. So Wolfbearer is close to Faze, and they're obviously,
I'm like facing them
distracted.
and then-
You're facing them. You look past them, and up by the wheel, you see one of the younglings just walking along, and they've got like a whipping top, just a little wooden thing, and a whipping top on the thing. It's not out of the shadows because there is no shadows, but kind of manifesting from behind the wheel of the ship, you see a hooded figure. You can't see any details in their features. They are maybe the height of Etheria, just as a reference, not its Etheria. They pull a misty blade from a sheath unseen.
We're sure it's not a theory.
They've got pink scales. They kneel down beside the child and take the child's life, and the mist just evaporates. You see the would-be assassin disappear and then reappear by the table that has the apple on it, wrap their cloak around the child and disappear. Faze, you don't see this as you are distracted by Wolfbearer.
How much of this do I see?
Give me a perception check.
I'd have followed if I'd have
You would followed the wyverns.
Yeah, I'd have been hovering above them on mine. But depending on how much of this I see, I'd probably miss this down to a phase. Do I still get advantage with my wyvern?
You do. Keep her close, Tony.
12.
Pick one of the other wyverns.
Use a flick and reroll. We've got 5 and it's
You've got 5
30.
rerolls.
Yeah, I'll use reroll.
Biggie does it for you.
I was going to say, Tony, that's the 12 on the first dice you rolled, because you don't roll both of them at the same time, do you? You're going to roll it again.
15.
15.
Better.
You didn't originally notice it. You followed the wyverns mainly. They seem to have gone from stretching their wings to heading towards the ship. You kind of just followed, thinking they were maybe tired. It's unlikely. The stamina of these creatures is legendary. But you followed them anyway. It did then get dark and a bit more stormy, and you were like, oh, okay. And then as you noticed the spirits, and for one of the Vey, or at least that have spent the majority of their life in Vey, and learning the aspects of death, what it means, how it can manifest physically to people, and there seems to be no aggression from the spirits, and you kind of not recognise them as spirits, but there is an element of, there is a bit of familiarity that they are. You've been in glades, in groves during your teachings where those skilled in guiding lost spirits, and you've seen them in blossom glades going on to the where they need to go and such like this. So you do have a sense of familiarness going on with this scene. The blood rain's new, and you do look, even Felicity now looks like a horrific monster, being a pinky pearlescent wyvern now covered in blood. It looks like she doesn't have her cuteness is kind of missing at the moment. Although Etheria might find that cute, but
more like blood with an inner glow from it. From the
Yes, exactly. So you are seeing all of this. You do see Wolfbearer and FaZe kind of hunched together. I mean, you're not miles away. And you see Althea looking up, and you do see this ghost spirit killer that seems to be making their way.
Do I get a sense of danger from it? Or is it more a sense of an image?
It's image-esque. It is a scene you are witnessing. It is... I mean, you know there are ways to interact with, you know, that side of nature and that side of the magics that are out there. Not necessarily one you're skilled in, but you will know certain traditions and rituals that your people perform in those moments. But there is definitely there's a lot of them. Normally there would be shepherd's the wrong word, but somebody that would be leading something to take these spirits on. Like, you've never really witnessed anything just act out, especially the violence you're seeing at the moment.
I would jump from Felicity, and as soon as I was within 30 feet of Bears, missed it at her side. Because I'm assuming we're a bit out because of the masks and stuff.
Yep. So you come down, boof, Etheria appears in front of you, FaZe. As you look up in that moment to see Etheria just appear, just like looking through their arm, just beyond them, you see a hooded, ghost-like figure bearing down on two of the younglings who are putting books back on a shelf. You immediately stand, and that memory is a lot fresher and cleaner as all the jumble through your mind, mainly the pain of becoming the entity you are of you know, the celestial being and a soul forged. The pain that you kind of anchored to keep those memories away burns through you. Your celestial powers ignite all at the same time. Your eyes are glowing bright red. Wings unfurl from you and go through shades of red and white and black feathers. Blood starts to drip from your feathers as they're soaked from the rain, and you stand there, a horrific visage of a angel of death, as you stare at this assassin, this ghost, as it bears down on the two, and the scene is gone, and more younglings, now no longer performing those mundane tasks, are running. Silent screams as you see the look on their faces. No sound from the scene as these youngling ghosts run all over the ship deck, and you see more of these ghost assassins appear, snuff them out. Another one appears, snuffs another out. You see older ones now, colleagues that you worked with, running in, and again these ghostly assassins appearing out of nowhere, taking their life. And then you start to feel the smells, remember the burning, the pain, the sounds. It is not rushing back, it is clawing its way back, beating down that shield you put up, that container you put everything in. It is beating upon it, trying to break out, that memory wanting to be fresh in your mind, and you are full. Everything you've got is on, active, surging through your body right now. Althea, Wolfbearer, obviously, Etheria. You see FaZe, almost taller. This is full on Galadriel covered in blood. Like, this is... she's an absolute angel of death in this moment in time. A long red hooded cloak flapping out behind her. She doesn't look like FaZe. She looks like a divine entity ready to smite. Can you all roll initiative? Except Velk and Bjorn.
I'll draw my sword.
So FaZe, Etheria and Althea, can you roll initiative, please?
No. Little off topic, but I really like the noises my digital dice make. I forgot I'd chosen those. They're cool.
Do you get the squishy ones?
No, they're fire, which is very appropriate right now because I don't have squishy blood, but that would be good. I really play cheerful characters. I'm a much more cheerful person in real life. 19.
19 for Faze. Wolf Bearer, 17. Etheria,
16.
Althea,
16.
My dex is +1.
+2.
so we'll put you down to 15, Etheria.
That's good because otherwise Althea would have been pissy about it. No contest ever lost.
Well, we'll see, won't we?
Let's say I'm gonna unleash all of my stuff and be all glowy and gold, and you're all dark and edgy, and we're gonna be like angels fighting, and I'm excited.
I could unleash
That's
my,
pretty cool.
I could unleash my new thing and see how that turns out.
Just be glowing pink.
You're not trying to kill me, Jesus.
That's what you think.
Go from rose quartz pink to neon pink. The big change. Shock.
None of us notice. Particularly Bri.
Look at me! It's new.
Oh, come on, I need this to do faster.
Ooh.
That's not what I wanted, but... This might work, we'll see. Come on, come on, come on. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Quite creepy.
It's part of a bit of a modern sound set, so I'm hoping it don't go into like some blues bar or something. But
Guess we'll find it.
give me 2 seconds. I just need to send you something, Amelia.
Right. So far, it's
Is it
more
your
like
stats by any chance?
terrifying angels and monks is what I've got right now.
Yeah.
Where is it coming from?
Sirenscape.
No, I haven't got Sirenscape open, and it's coming through someone's mic.
Is it?
No, it's showing green.
I mean, you are. But I can only hear it through Sirenscape.
I muted myself, so if you can still hear it, it's not me.
Go on now.
I think it's.
Through the stream? Have you got the stream open?
Amelia, do you want it on Facebook or Discord?
Discord would be good, please. I think someone's got the stream open, that's all, Rich.
I have the stream open but muted. So.
Yeah, I've got it muted.
I've got the stream on my telly, but it's muted.
Ah,
I'll send you
when
it.
you
I'll
speak,
send you it.
Tone.
I'll send you it on Discord.
thank you. Oh, okay. Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
So, as you see your friend Faze, drenched, blooded wings, glowing red eyes, this long, heroic red cape and robe flowing out before her. Holy smoke! Don't turn that up. What was that? I got super loud on my end.
I'm gonna need dice. I think it is coming through someone's mic, but I don't know whose. Oh.
As you see your blood-drenched friend, wings expanded, this divine presence, this angel of death. Human. Yeah, someone's playing that.
Yeah, it's Tony's, and I don't know why.
Don't know, because I've turned it right down.
So when it focuses in on you, that it becomes louder.
Let's see if we can get some. Click to activate the web. I don't know what's going on now. Escape just died.
It's working for me. It's rattling.
I've got like creepy, whispery, ghosty noises.
Yeah, rattly, creepy, whispering.
I don't.
And whispers.
He's
Yeah,
going,
that's horrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't.
Interesting. You don't need to know what you're playing. It's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, now I do. Now I do.
Okay.
It's pretty horrifying, actually.
It is really creepy.
I'm just going to turn it down.
Oh, shit.
Faze looks down on you three. Wolfbearer has always had an element of fear in his eyes since travelling with you lot for the places you drag him. When he stared upon the avatar of Penglai, the Noctarask you fought not so long ago, there was less fear in his eyes than there is right now staring at Faze. He recognises Faze for something she's not. Faze, unfortunately, you rode the heights of this ship. Your brief is, you are the angel of death, and the Red Lady wants vengeance for that day. And the only three living creatures in front of you are Althea, Wolfbearer, and Etheria.
We didn't do it.
So with the full force of your capabilities, destroy them.
Okay. Who's closest to me?
They were hugging you.
Wolfbearer and Etheria. Oh wow, Althea. Wolfbearer and
Althea was holding your face.
Althea.
I was holding my face.
Yeah. They're
I'm in
all
front of you.
in front of you.
Yeah.
This is quite a melee intense scenario at the moment.
If Althea is right in front of me, literally in my face, because she was. It
Still
would
holding
have
your
to
face,
be-
going.
I'm afraid it would have to be you.
Fine.
So with my first attack, I rolled a 23 to hit.
Does hit? Yes.
Just so you
Yep.
know, Faze, all three of these look like the robed assassins of that day.
Oh, piss off.
Thank you. That's
Just
good.
giving Faze some motivation, that's all.
Uh-huh.
Okay, hang on.
Oh yeah,
so many
Faze.
dice.
Biggie's right. Because this is PvP, you can technically use rerolls.
Ah,
You
nice.
want to?
I don't need to at the moment.
Biggie's wrong, because I'm the DM. Biggie's some fanboy in chat, alright? Back off, Biggie. This is my TPK, not yours.
Okay, that's 18 slashing damage
That's fine.
plus.
Yep.
8, 9, 10. You'll be pleased to know most of those were ones. Plus 10 radiant damage.
That's fine. Oh,
On
I'm
the
resistant.
first.
Oh no, I'm not. I'm resistant to necrotic. Oh no, I am
That's the-
resistant to radiant. So yeah, that's fine.
Hey, you were the right person to hit. That is the first hit. For the
That's fine.
second hit. Oh, you might actually avoid this one. I rolled a 14 to hit.
Yeah, that misses.
You rolled a 2.
Awesome. I rolled a 2.
Holy shit.
I rolled a 2. Well, that actually showed a 12. I don't know why I did that.
Okay, so that is your...
And I think that's my actions, isn't it?
You have... Yes.
Yeah, that's fine.
So it is Wolfbearer's turn. Come on. Yeah, Wolfbearer is fully pooping their pants right now. Will back away, so you get an attack of opportunity.
Oh, nice. Okay. Sorry, Wolfbearer. Not nice for you, obviously. Let's roll a different dice. I didn't like that one.
I do-
Okay, that's much better.
Do not kill my NPC.
29 to hit.
Holy yeah, just.
I don't know why I said it like it was a question.
Yeah.
Have we rearranged on the stream, by the way, or just on here?
I turn my camera on and off, so stream should be fine, but you might have rearranged on Zoom.
Okay, that's fine. So that's... Oh, these are all very low, you'll be pleased to know. 4, 5, 6. 13 slashing damage.
Yep.
Plus... 5... 15 radiant damage.
Can I
Yeah.
use Sentinel on attacks of opportunity?
How so?
So the wording of Sentinel is when a creature within 5 feet of you makes an attack against a target other than you, you can use your reaction to make a melee weapon attack against the attacking creature. So because phasers hit Wolfbearer, does that count as because it's an attack?
I don't
of
know.
opportunity?
Yeah, but it's a reaction to do it. Rich?
I know, but it's an attack. Like it depends on the wording because making an attack is an action of a turn, but attacking something
Yeah, go for it.
is a
I think you
Go for
normally
it.
can.
okay.
Yeah.
Right,
It's a
cool.
reaction
Yeah,
to an
just
attack.
yeah,
Yeah.
just a standard attack then, nothing special.
What sword are you wielding?
Gunnar's sword,
Well,
I'm going to need a pen and paper.
27 to hit.
27 hits.
Yeah.
I can help out with some stuff.
You're using Gunnar's sword to
Yeah.
attack someone who is now specifically being
With what?
Pretty
to
rude.
attack someone who's specifically tasked with killing all of the people who killed the children, probably with that sword.
It's a really fancy sword. Like I'm not gonna.
It's just a nice sword.
I'm just as much
okay?
as a stat slut as you are. Okay.
And salt.
Oh, there
Yeah.
will be a reaction to this. Don't worry.
11
11
11.
points of.
What type of damage?
slashing, just standard, nothing special. It's only oh no, it's only fire damage on a crit, so you're just 11 slashing damage.
Okay, I'm resistant, so it's half that.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's a magical sword, Amelia, so you will take. It will bypass that.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, it says from.
Oh, right.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes.
Yes. Okay. You realise I'm having to actually do maths for this. It's very rude.
That was my
Hard
reaction.
maths, but...
So that was your reaction. That was
Yeah.
Faze's
Amelia's
go.
speed is now 0. Till the
That's
end.
cool. She don't. Where she's going, she don't need speed. As the blade of Gunnar strikes you, deep within a memory vault that is at the moment seems to be reacting quite violently to the scenario around it. You felt the bite of that blade before. You smell the breath of the warrior that wielded it. You go into a celestial rage. Can you roll me 2d10, please?
One of the few dice I don't have out. Yeah. Oh.
My apologies.
I'll do it for
No,
you. You
that's
got
fine.
2.
No. I'm good, thank you. I actually got 14.
I've forgotten your name. Althea. You take 24
Wow.
points of radiant damage.
I'm resistant, so I take 12.
Oh, okay. I'm easy. You'll be a resistant all you want.
Resistant to lots of things at the moment.
You see, there is a focus that comes on Faze now. You look at Gunnar before you wielding his sword. The other two are nothing. Mere accessories. This is the one you need to kill.
You made poor choices.
Fine.
Mistakes were made.
You're not the only one that can go angel rage. It's fine.
So it is now. So it's Wolfbearer's turn, as that was backed off. He immediately cast Channel Divinity, calling upon the mountains, and just aiming his celestial energies at Faze, and tries to turn undead. The radiant magic, the sound of mountains falling all around you. You swear that you hear splashes as heavy rocks that unseen fall into the lake about you and tip the ship. Does not work on our lovely friend Faze. And Wolfbearer looks at both of you now she's going to kill us, and just brings out his toffee hammer. That's Wolfbearer's go. It's now Althea's.
I'll say, as Wolfbearer says she's going to kill us, I'll say, quite probably, but you focus on healing. The hammer's not going to do much. And then I will rage as my bonus action.
Cool.
And then swing Gunnar's sword at FaZe, unfortunately.
Use a different fucking weapon, you lunatic. You
This one
have
does a
other
lot
swords.
of damage if it crits, alright? It's poetic.
It does more back to you.
Is that going to happen every time?
You find out, will you?
Find out in a second, will you?
We'll find out, yeah. I might swap swords after this turn. We'll see. So that is 16 plus 9, so 25 to hit.
Yeah.
First
It
one.
hits.
Roll 2d10, please, Fizz.
Yeah, well, I put them away again. That was silly, wasn't it? What was I thinking? I thought somebody would change their sword. 11.
Take 21 points of radiant.
Halved.
Cool.
Ta-da! And then
I love
19
that Rhea's
to
clearly
hit.
enjoying this. She's like, yeah.
This is not a very roleplay character. So it was 12 damage on the first attack, magical.
Okay.
Second attack, 19 to hit.
Yes.
13 magical damage. No, 15 because of my rage.
2d10,
The other one.
Fizz.
The other
Yeah,
one was
got it.
add a 2 as well.
Yeah, so that's 16.
26 points of radiant.
Yeah.
So half to 13.
Yeah, that's fine. And then let me just look. So use bonus action, reaction. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Yeah, that's me. Oh, and now because I've hit FaZe, she has disadvantage on any attacks that aren't against me, and if she tries to attack either Wolfbearer or Etheria, they are resistant to the damage that she puts out.
Why?
I don't think that's going to be an issue.
Spirit Guardians, Barbarian.
Okay, because of the rage, yeah?
Barbarian Spirit Guardians.
Yeah, there's like my echoes are flitting around, protecting the other two and making you focus on me, basically.
Interesting. That's a cool thing.
I used it for the Tarask. That's why I was standing in front of the Tarask screaming at it.
I barely remember that week. I was so tired.
You all beat it into the ground, and I stood there just trying to tank it.
And you did.
Good job. Good job, Althea.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, I've used bonus action, reaction, actions.
Theria?
I am going to draw both my blades, sidestep and circle around her, utter an incantation, bow to her, and cast Tasha's Otherworldly Guise on myself.
Which does...
I'm going to choose Upper Planes, which gives me immunity to radiant and necrotic damage. I'm immune to Charmed Condition, and Spectral Dragon Wings appear on my back.
Nice.
Shading my lovely Felicity. I get a +2 bonus to my AC. All my attacks are magical, but they are anyway, because swords. And I can attack
Swords.
twice. And I can attack twice instead of once.
Nice. What, this round, or...?
Concentration for a minute.
Okay.
And that's my highest level spell. And that's a bonus action. So having done that, I'm going to swing away with both my swords.
Okay.
I'm assuming at advantage, flanking.
Have you moved to flank?
Yep.
Cool.
That's why I swung around her. So that is a 22 to hit.
Yes, you're all far too high level. I'm trying to murder you here.
First it'll be my Mist Blade Katana.
Cool.
I assume this is a magical attack, lady.
Yeah.
Basically, everyone's are at this point.
Yeah.
That
But-
will be
2d10, please, Fizz.
Oh, okay. Oh, it doesn't actually matter though because they're immune to radiant, so I can roll them.
They're not
that'll
immune
be-
to radiant. They're resistant.
I'm immune.
No, they're taking half. You're immune to
I'm
radiant.
immune to radiant and necrotic.
Okay, cool. So you don't need
Yeah,
to roll.
that's why I said.
But celestial energy tears out Earth area.
Yep, cool. That will be 14 points of magical slashing damage.
Yeah.
And following up with my Shadow Blade will be a 23 to hit.
Yes.
Tony can't hit a fucking goblin to save anyone's life. Well, as soon as it's PvP, I'm taking you down, bitch. I fucking love it.
That will be 13 slashing damage magical.
Okay.
Celestial energy just gives you a tickle.
Did my swords do anything else? Can't remember.
Only you know this.
Bonus action. No, that's me. They've got swords. They've got spells built in. They don't do fancy damage. Yeah.
You good? Fizz, back round to you. The wyverns are freaking out above you lot. They have no idea what's going on.
Oh, as a free action, I would have shouted scatter up at the wyverns in Draconic.
Noted.
I did mean to say
Noted.
that.
Your turn, Fizz.
Yeah. As I'm focusing exactly on Althea, I
Althea.
think I'd still just attack with the greatsword.
Okay.
So that will be a 24 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
If it didn't, I'd be really upset.
So that's a bit strong.
In the context. 15, 16, 17. 24 slashing damage. Plus.
Is it just normal slashing damage?
No, it's magic.
It's magical.
But I'm not resistant to it when I'm raging? Or
I think it's just normal.
let me have a look.
Yeah, rage would be you'd be still resistant because it's just slashing.
It's
It doesn't
just-
matter whether it's magic.
Yeah, it's
or
just
rage
the
Okay.
that. Yeah.
How
yeah.
much was it, sorry?
You get take 12.
Oh, I said half, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the radiant damage.
Yeah. 19 radiant damage.
Reduced to 9.
And then again to hit is 28.
Yeah, weirdly that hits, yeah.
Yeah. I'm using my mouse mat as a dice tray because I can't find my dice tray. So 19 slashing damage.
Yeah, so 9.
Yeah. And 11, 13. 20 radiant damage.
So 10.
So 10. Cool.
At the end of your turn phase, some of the wounds inflicted on you by this assassin heal, and you regain 30 hit points.
Thank you very much.
Don't split the party, guys. Don't split the party.
I hope you're having a nice holiday under the sea.
I got a tattoo.
Under
It's
the
great.
sea.
Under the sea.
Met a woman with giant tits.
Having a whale of a time.
Whee!
Brilliant.
So is that your turn?
Yeah, but I want a divorce. Yeah, that's.
Can you roll a d4, please, Fizz?
Are you just going through my dice collection at this point? Hang on.
That's what
D4.
all my encounters from now on have all the dice in them.
3.
3 of the youngling ghosts scream to the sky silently and all disappear. And I can do this. I'll get my D4 out. Five. Ha! Yes! Bullshit! You take 15 points of force damage, Althea. As a magic.
Why?
Because the 3 little ghosties turned into magic missiles and hit you.
Oh, did they now?
And I rolled 3 fours, so. Wolfbearer shouts back after being told to stick to healing. I'm not a healer.
You're a piercing cleric. We've seen you heal before.
I'm a mountain cleric. Do you want blessing or her burning?
Can I answer? Is there time?
No, I'm just going to forgo
I don't know.
Wolfbearer's go.
Normally we're not allowed to have conversations in
It's
combat.
not. It's not a conversation. It's
An answer.
It's
Okay.
answer the question.
Bless.
You want me to bless her? Cool. I
Look,
will.
bless us.
Feeling even better now.
3 creatures. So he blesses himself.
Yep.
Within range. Blesses all 3 of you. So you have a D4 to your attack roll or saving throw.
To be fair, it's not like you're missing.
I'd have gone the other way, but you know, Wolfbearer's just not me, is he? And he's still staying out of the way. They're gonna get angry, and he starts kind of gesturing at the ghosts. As all the younglings now are kind of circling and facing towards FaZe.
How many younglings is there?
12 at the moment.
We say younglings, I think Star Wars, and it's really depressing. Even in context, it's depressing.
Master Anakin.
Same. That's why it's depressing.
I'll fear.
Do I get any inclination that the sword is making FaZe angrier? Like, is there anything about her?
Insight check.
Currently,
Insight. You're
Okay.
not a roleplay character, so use your dice.
I'm about to use 4 rerolls on this insight.
Yeah.
Time we got a
15.
At disadvantage because you're raging. Rage generally comes with a lack of concentration on things such as. Yeah.
13.
You've pissed her off a lot. She seems to be ignoring Wolfbearer and Etheria. Could be the sword, could be your face. But she's definitely pissed off with you.
Okay.
I will allow you to role play how you see fit.
You're going to see some roleplay now, because, yeah.
Get ready for the roleplay.
I'm ready.
Get ready for the role play. Nat 20 role play. Here we go.
It's only because of how many hit points I've got that we're resorting to roleplay, okay? Althea is going to realise, like, what... Because she just went straight into combat, like, her brain just switched. She's going to realise now what sword she's using, and kind of look at FaZe, and she's going to lay it down in front of her. Althea is completely beaten. She's had 113 hit points taken off of her in like a round, right? Okay, so she is just.
You're going to see some roleplay now. She's had 113 hit points.
If she started on 118 apples, right, she's got 5 left. Okay, she's got 5 left.
She's all out of apples, kids.
She's going to lay down the sword in front of FaZe and just look like in her eyes. I'm imagining we're still in melee range because we never moved out, you know.
Well, you can move out if you want.
No, I'm good.
Keep a note of them apples.
Yeah, and I'm just going to look FaZe directly in her eyes and say, this isn't you. This is your memory sparking this, but you are FaZe Viola, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right.
Brilliant,
Viola.
brilliant. Good way to convince her to come back.
You are from Ravenholm, you are a follower of the Red Lady. This rage exists inside of you, but it does not consume you. It is not who you are. And I'm also going to use a bonus action to use lay on hands and heal myself for 44.
Give me a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Okay. Oh. So
Oh,
the first roll was a 19, which would make it an unnatural 20. The second roll was a 3, so that's a 4. Actually, I'm going to use a reroll, because I never
Okay.
do. And
use them, use them.
So you roll both again, still at disadvantage.
that's fine.
Persuade me,
17.
come on.
17. Second roll was a natural 20. Second roll was a 16, and I have +1, so 17.
Can you give me a wisdom save? At
Me?
No, not you.
Oh,
At
right.
advantage, please. Your DC is 17.
I heal myself for 11 with my thingy, just so you know.
Wisdom
Not,
save
that's going to
is
do much if she decides to hit me again.
big. That's 20. Sorry, at disadvantage.
No, at advantage.
At advantage, 20.
Okay. Her words
9
don't get.
plus 11, sorry.
Her words don't get through to you. And Gunner's now stood there unarmed.
Oh, okay.
That's Althea's done. Etheria, better one shot this angel of death.
All on you with there.
So I'm going to strike with both my swords once again. That's a 20.
Yes.
I didn't roll my d4 either. Should I do that? That is 15 magic slashy damage.
15.
With the mist
Yeah.
blade. Second one is a 25 to hit
Yes.
for another 15 points of magical slashy damage.
Okay.
Then I'm going to quicken spell. And I am going to cast Stealing Strike. And I'm going to vanish and appear next to one of the younglings. And I'm going to say, sorry, it's time for you to move on. And I'm going to strike the youngling, if possible.
Okay.
Which would be a 26 to hit.
Hits.
Oh, look, Etheria wants to die as well.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'm hoping that they're doing something to you as well. So, but me. And I'm getting wrong type of dice there. Sorry. 1. Oh shit. 2, 3, 4. Right, so
How did you get to the youngling?
Stealing Strike.
Meaning.
Teleport, basically.
Okay.
Uh,
Fireball. Meaning.
so that's 18, 23, 31, 33, 35, 36, 44, 50, 55 points of damage.
You've killed the kid.
And then I immediately teleport to the next one.
Cool.
And I will take a strike at them. For 25 to hit.
Yep.
7, 14, 21, 24, 30, 33, 40, 48,
Yeah, if you'd hit me with this, it would have been real good.
58, 63 points of damage.
You kill the kid.
I teleport to the next one.
Cool.
That's only 15 to hit.
Yep.
7, 10, 15, 19, 24, 34, 37, 40, 45, 46 points of damage.
Yep.
I teleport to the next one. This is my 4th one.
Yep.
Another 15 to hit. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That was good. 17, 23, 32, 36, 38 points of damage.
Another youngling gone.
And then I teleport back to Fairs, and I strike Fairs
Cool.
for 22 to hit.
Yes. This is the best rolls Tony's ever had.
On 4 youngling ghosts and his mate.
5.
Oh, their
5
mate.
Or
No, because the 5th one's on Fizz.
Oh yeah.
The 4 youngling ghosts and the 5th one on their pal.
8, 17. It's the first time I've ever used this. No
Told
one's
you,
ever
it's the
seen
most anime spell a sorcerer can have.
First ever
It's-
24 hour we did. AJ did it. I was like, what the fuck's this?
It's such a good spell.
17, 26, 36, 36, 45, ooh, 54, 64. That can't be right. No, I'm rolling these. 64,
But
At least we know
60,
Tony's
10.
telling the truth.
62. Oh yeah, I've been rolling 10d10. Sorry, my bad.
Roll 6d10 on Fizz.
Yeah, I've re-rolled. 12.
Them younglings got fucking hammered. Fucking 40d10.
28, 28, 32 points of damage.
I feel better about that, to be honest. Well, sort of. It's a bit of a confusing situation. 32, yeah?
Yeah,
So-
yeah, 32 points of damage. Of magical damage. Breathing hard as I come out of my last teleport with both swords out. Look
Fizz.
up.
Yeah.
The rage in your mind as the words of Althea are trying to poke through and you resist them. It's just Gunnar lying. Clearly they're lying. Any doubt that you had that you were mistaken, that they were an enemy, has completely been solidified by the assassination of the 4 younglings before you.
Yep.
Now, because of such an
Ethereal has
action,
just undone all my work. Like,
because of such an action,
Jesus Christ.
your radiance falls away from you. Your necrotic links fall away from you. The rage of the Red Lady is not one of a celestial nature, because she is not a goddess. She's an entity of force and will on the world. All damage type you have now is converted to force.
That's good.
Etheria has just slain 4 younglings in front of you.
Oh, yeah.
Your targets have changed. It is now your turn. Each attack now has 6d10 plus 10 force damage on top of what you roll.
60, 10 plus 10.
So roll the normal attack that
Yeah.
that your abilities give you, and then you add 6d10 plus 10 force damage.
Jesus Christ. I'll just
Thank
get-
you, Etheria.
Oh,
Oh, just little juicy morsels of bait just hanging all around
Just-
you.
we'll just get rid of the 5d8s I had out. They're not relevant anymore.
Oh, they are.
No, because those are the radiant damage.
Because they're
I assume we're
immune on
swapping the
Etheria.
radiant.
They're immune on Etheria. Yeah, so you so you have 5d8. Yeah, so you roll your normal attack. The damage is converted to force, not radiant. So you still need to roll the dice
No, but you said it was 60, 10
on
instead
top.
of the
On top,
of the 5d8
yes.
that I would have done. Oh, good lord.
The younglings are a buff to you. They interacted with
that.
them violently, so they buff you. Nicely buffs them. It's a very simple mechanic.
Yeah, well.
Etheria showing their true colours.
How far away from me is Etheria?
Etheria teleported back to you and hit you in the face.
Oh, yeah. That's fine. I will swing at Etheria. That's going to be a 25 to hit.
Just
I've got to do
above.
more maths now. So this one first.
So great sword.
14, 15, 16.
I'm
it's
not
20
raging anymore, so you don't get resistance.
I
23,
think a fairy's immune anyway.
That's a
23
force.
slashing damage.
Magical
Oh, no, you said-
slashing for
Yeah,
Etheria.
Because the slashing stays the same, doesn't it? It's just the radiant.
Yeah,
that's
yes,
force.
yes.
Yeah.
So now you roll a 5d8 force damage.
So 5d8 force damage, which would be 12, 13, 21, 22, 23, 24 force damage.
Force damage. And then
I'm resistant.
are you resistant to force?
Yeah, that's what I chose when I chose my Dragonborn.
Nice. Now do 6d10 plus 10 force.
Yeah, I got it. That one's cocked. Right.
This is just your first attack.
Yeah, 5, 10, 16, 17,
Oh,
18.
I have never baited so hard in my life. It was.
I just really wanted to use that spell.
You should have just used it on face, just like.
I hope it was worth it. I hope it was worth it.
43 force damage.
So what's that? 21. 21 points of damage.
It's me down.
Second attack face with advantage.
It's going to go to Althea, who's
Nope.
unarmed in front of me. No, Etheria's down.
Yep. Second attack on the one that just killed the 4 younglings.
Okay. With advantage. Oh, well. 18 to hit. Tony, that's you.
Mhm.
Okay.
I said, yeah. 18's hit. No, you missed.
Isn't it?
I thought it was a crit
Advantage.
anyway because you're
Yeah.
on. Because
If you're
she's down.
prone,
You
it's
still got to hit. You still got to hit him.
Eddie don't do auto crit, do you?
Ah,
You still have. If you hit them,
yeah,
but
okay.
you didn't. But Etheria said you missed.
Yeah.
I did.
Did you roll? Did you roll with advantage?
Yes,
I
you
rolled
missed.
with advantage.
Okay.
I rolled,
You
I rolled a
lost.
6 and a 2.
You lost your bonus AC when you went down.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You're
it
not
is.
concentrating, so you're not resistant to. Yeah.
So it hit.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
that's an
Alright.
auto crit.
Yeah, okay.
So you're on. That's it. You don't need to do damage.
No.
You're on 2 death saving throws, Etheria.
Uh-huh.
Fizz.
Yep.
Your wounds heal 30 points.
Yep.
You've got 2 of them left. And they will happen each turn. You don't get to choose.
Okay.
Fizz. Wolf Bearer. Althea's looking wrecked. Where's the spells? He doesn't have. Ah, here we go.
Did you kill the kids, you lunatic?
I thought they were doing something to you.
They were.
They certainly did.
Mm-hmm.
Wolf Bearer will cast Mass Cure Wounds at 5th level. That's all it is 5th level.
What do you know? He is a healer.
Etheria and Althea, you both get 14 points of healing back.
14.
That was so shit. But you are still prone.
Yeah, that's fine.
What do you want to do? Wolf Bear is back in. He's about 30 feet away from you two. So 35 from the crazy lady.
Smart man.
Give me a wisdom's. Hang on, when it gets round to your turn. So that's Wolf Bear. Althea.
If you can swim, run.
I I am going to pick up Gunnar's sword. And no. Wait for it.
Okay.
Full Arthurian fucking sword in the stone, fling it over the edge of the ship.
Give me a persuasion check.
I'm not
Are
raging.
you?
I'm gonna shout at her. I'm gonna
What
shout.
are you gonna shout?
Fling it over the edge and shout. I am Althea Balinus. I am your friend. I have been your friend for months now. That is Etheria. Somewhere downstairs are Bjorn and Velk. We are your friends. This is Wolfbearer, and you are FaZe Violo. This is not you. And just screaming loads of shit like that. And then persuasion.
Along with, please stop hitting me.
Give me a persuasion check. Just a flat roll, no
Just a
disadvantage.
flat roll. 18.
Give me a wisdom save phase. 18's the DC. Just a flat roll, not an advantage.
No, that's not the problem. The problem is the
It's the
wisdom
plus 11.
save. It's the plus 11 that's the problem. 29.
Just threw my
I will say, Lammy. I will say, it's very confusing for you, Faze.
I can use
Like-
a reroll.
It is full of. No, you can't. It is very confusing seeing Gunnar throw their weapon away, claiming to be a friend of yours. The name Althea Balinus rings around your mind. There is a very strong connection to it. It is now as if Gunnar and Althea are kind of, you know, when it does that weird, what's the word, like shimmer of
Superimposed.
There you go. So there is a struggle of it. You're not 100% convinced. If you could come up with a cool way to convince me that you are convinced, then we can go
I'm not
with
done
it.
with my turn yet.
But right now, you're not 100% convinced. You're hanging on the 60-40 towards she's lying. Go on, Althea.
I'm not done. Bonus action.
I'll show the sort of hesitation.
Show her my
though, and
driver's
pull the
license.
sword.
Yeah, I swear. No,
Althea!
I am going to channel everything that I've learned about my echoes through visiting the celestial plane, etc., and seeing the different like visages of them, and summon my echo. But I want it to look exactly like Althea. I want it to look like Althea, and the intention is that FaZe sees
Althea.
the image of Althea, doesn't see Gunnar, sees Althea, and I can take actions through my echo, so I can like
Talk to her as Althea. Okay.
yeah.
Give me a Arcana check.
I love
We've
being a
got
combat
rerolls.
character. I don't know if we do.
We do. We've still got
13. 14 minus 1, 13.
DC was 10. You
Okay.
make your echo look like you.
Mhm.
But that is your turn.
Yeah.
Roll a d20 for me.
7.
Cool. Etheria, it's your turn. There's still 8 younglings.
I can take them.
Alive and well.
Yeah.
Wow!
I can take them.
Yeah.
Althea, you take care of the Angel of Death.
Yeah, I've just
I've got the
I'm
wee
just
fork.
Chatting to the end, using all my bonus actions that aren't combat related.
Just hear a lightsaber noise from the
You
floor
just
behind
fucking
you.
2 of them.
I can use that spell, Biggie. I can.
Yeah.
Do I see any of the robed figures around that were doing the assassinations?
Just the younglings.
Just the young ones. Okay.
Because you're it.
You 3 are the robed assassins.
You're the bad guys.
The bait was
I'm
so good.
going to use Psionic Mind to send a message into Faze and just say, please, I'm begging you, this isn't you. And I'm going to cast Dimension Door up to my dragon.
Oh, hey, it's a wyvern. Let's not be. You ain't all got dragons, all right?
Yeah.
I just got rid of one.
I land on Remy, is mine.
Yeah. No take backsies. You Dimension Door to Felicity?
Yep.
Cool. Let me just check something on the old
Here's Etheria.
Angel of Death.
Psionic Mind is a free action, so I can send a message into Faze's mind.
I just want to see if she has counterspell. That's all.
No worries.
Does Faze have counterspell?
clerics.
I don't think
The
clerics have it,
clerics
do
can
they?
have it.
Yeah.
It is, no.
Okay.
Running out of space to check things. I've got too many dice.
You can thank Tony for that.
Althea's just waving at Etheria as she fucks off. Dragon lights.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
So that's your turn.
Yeah. Yeah, action to go up there. What else was it?
You're psionic minded. You've actioned up there.
Yeah. Cure wounds on myself.
While we're at it, I'll have a D8.
Yeah, it's
Every little helps.
a massive D8.
On to you, Fizz. You.
Does the silent message do anything?
We're about to find out. You heal 30 points.
Okay.
Can I have a wisdom save, please? I've set the DC for this.
Yeah. 29.
Unfortunately, it was a little bit.
I've got a plus 11 and I keep rolling 18s. I'll use a different dice, guys. Ree, you're muted. But I can see your frustration.
Althea's shouting, Bane, 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 not bless Bane.
I can't win with you guys, says Wolfbearer. Alright, Fez. I'll give you an opportunity to convince the Dungeon Master why Althea might have got through to you. Bearing in mind of what Gunnar shouted to you, you now see Althea, who you recognise, even though it is a bit foggy in there, you do recognise this. Obviously, Althea's echo looks like her. Althea's echo is waving like, don't kill me.
I've sacked off the special sword.
Alright, you'll get another lammy later on, don't worry.
Thank you, thank you.
Be a +1 enchanted sword. Etheria did a cheeky drive-by, killed a load of younglings, stabbed you in the face and went, don't worry, it's me, and then flew away.
No, I said, this isn't you, and I'm sorry.
This isn't you, but this is me.
Yeah, this is me revealing to the party my true nature.
I kill children.
Lawful evil all along.
Yeah.
So if
I'm
you
going
can
to...
convince me why you should believe them.
That's such a complicated, convoluted thing to try and do.
You wanted the dark
Okay.
backstory.
Get your roleplay on.
It's fun, isn't it? I'm going to look at the Althea echo and like really stare at it and try and recall what I know of this person and what I remember of them and try and compare it to the person stood in front of me because I'm a little confused why there's two of them, to be honest. One and a half. So I'm going to be staring at both of them and I'm going to lift the sword and stare at Althea again in absolute confusion, look up at Etheria and keep shaking my head like I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Like there's something buzzing in my mind that's trying to get through and I'm...
When I swapped to my echo, the form that was Gunnar, that is Althea really, would have dropped to the floor. Because I become deafened and blinded.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah.
So
So-
Gunnar is now prone on the floor
Yeah.
and in an advantageous position.
Look, alright? Let me
Hey,
just...
shut up, you! Shut up, you! Give me an intelligence check, Fez. On Fez's intelligence.
Yep. I got that open as well.
Not
no?
the super badass I sent you. Plus 15! You should be pretty good at this. You're a teacher.
Yeah, you would think.
Intelligence is a strong stat for a cleric.
18. Intelligence is a dump stat for a cleric, but not this cleric.
It's the dump stat. Even wizards should max out strength. So, you bring your greatsword up. You see Gunnar on the floor. No longer superimposed. Just laying there. Beaten, defeated. That blade that caused you so much pain, took so many souls, so many lives and opportunities, so many futures, all swirling around in your mind. The memories cracking through the mind vault that you'd created all those years ago. The soul forge not strong enough to keep it at bay. And then you see Althea pleading offering you a opportunity to remember without bloodshed. You raise your greatsword. Can you roll an attack with a greatsword, please?
Yep.
On Gunnar's prone.
Oh,
So it's with advantage.
Oh, that's a shame. Oh, well, actually, it's still pretty terrible.
I've lost Amelia. Say that again.
Oh, she's back.
It was an 18 to hit. Nothing happened on my end. That was weird.
Doesn't hit.
There
Sword.
are very few people who could say that.
The sword comes down, and in your rage of misunderstanding, you clang against the shield. Rage pouring through your body as the greatsword comes up again and slams down into Gunnar's prone self. Can you roll again at advantage, please? You roll the first one at advantage, yeah?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, cool.
I rolled a 6 and a 3 the first time. This one, not so good for Althea. So that's a 24 to hit.
That hits.
How many apples you got left?
30.
I don't think you could do less than that. Let's have a look.
No, I don't
As-
think so.
As she's like beating down, can I talk through my echo or not?
Not yet.
Okay.
Blade comes down. The first one clangs off the shield. The greatsword comes back up. Comes hurling towards Gunnar's about to be corpse. There's a scream from deep within that's your own voice. It's your own scream. You're sat against burnt wood in the ruins of that day, just waiting for the life to fade from you. You're now looking out of stained glass windows of blood at the pink dragonborn bladed warrior friend that you met a few months ago. The mighty gladiator of the sands, Althea. Her echo flickering now into existence and back out again. You've had enough bloodshed. You don't want any more. You can still see this blade of arcane force arcing down towards Gunnar. You're about to let go, let yourself expire. You don't want to live through this day. You want it to finish. Tears rolling down the good side. You see a woman stood before you. A beautiful, beautiful black hooded robe, red on the inner, standing above you. Pale white face, bright red lips, beautiful big eyes, an ancientness to her, and she holds her hand out to you. Not yet, daughter, not yet. And as you take her hand, you realise that the Red Lady again has brought you back from the brink. And the sword slams into the ship itself, the wood of the deck, and the blade just cuts the neck of Gunnar. A single drop of blood trickles down their neck. You take 29 points of damage, Althea. The wings slump. I break the table.
Half of the course, really.
Yeah. The wings slump. The rain is still present, but no longer blooded as it slowly becomes clear again. Althea is laid on the floor in a heap. The blade becomes nothing but light and feathers. A moment later, gone. A couple of seconds pass, and we now see FaZe stood before you. The rain back. The moment settled. The youngling spirits all seem to walk away and just fade into nothingness. Aetherius sat upon Pinky, looking down. Wolfbearer, hands out, not going anywhere near Althea, but has got one hand kind of aimed towards Althea for a cheeky 4 points of healing. Another hand held up to you. Fizz.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna snap back to my echo and just wrap myself around FaZe, like big bear hug style.
Yeah, because the real you can't get up.
Yes, I can.
It's got one hit point.
I've got 1 hit point, yeah.
On the bear hug, as Wolfbearer joins and just puts his hand on Althea and Fizz. That's where we'll end the session.
Now who's pissed that they missed whose adventure?
Yeah.
Don't worry,
We're all gonna die.
not together, but you will all die.
You're gonna die in the elemental realm. We're gonna die on this boat.
But don't forget, Campaign 2 will be great getting you all back together as different characters.
I'm gonna play Wolfbearer.
He can't heal.
Some
He
guy,
can't-
some guy shows up with a white mustache, and we're like, "Who's this?"
You were bad. I'd rather not say. Thanks for tuning in. If any of the events of tonight hurt your feelings and you feel terrible about it, please let me know.
I'd like to let you know.
Cool. We did some cool stuff. There was some dark backstory to characters. It was always going to happen. I've been waiting for it. So, yes. Tony, you're a fucking animal. And absolutely made my night. I was like, there's no way. There's no way after Althea hits FaZe with
It
the
hit
Gunnar
hard enough.
sword that and triggers that anyone's going to go, I know what we'll do. We'll help the rage. Oh,
Kill the children. That's good.
so every
They're not
nipper,
real children.
every nipper added a D10 and converted damage.
What was funny is you hit me with the sword that killed the children, and then Tony went round and killed the children. You're lucky you survived, honestly.
Honestly, I was like, I don't know how to get him out of this.
No.
I know, role play.
Yeah, I mean, you know what I mean? Right, thank you very much.
I want another magical sword within 3 sessions, alright?
Oh, Biggie, bless you. It was rough. We are there for each other. We were aware of backgrounds. We were aware that it'd come out in story.
Yeah.
So, thank you for being in with us. As much as we had a laugh with it and stuff, you know.
It is so dark, but I've wanted to fight one of our party for so long and try out those spells.
I can't
won't
believe,
fight
like
me.
you, yeah. So, I think FaZe would have died very fast if it. I think Althea would have just elbowed at FaZe. But yeah, thanks for
stop
tuning
this.
in. Thanks for all the support, all the love, and yeah, we'll catch you all soon. I think what are we on Monday, Tuesdays will be back soon, and the next one will be Sunday with episode 3. Mr.
Four.
Rich, episode 4.
Episode 3 was last night.
We're doing very well.
I don't follow these things. I don't know what's going. I don't know what
Last,
episode
last
this is.
night they spent 3.5 hours getting drunk in a bar. Great.
Yeah.
Hi, Foggy.
Aw,
We're
Hi,
leaving.
Foggy.
We're leaving, Foggy.
sorry.
Ah,
Come back another time. Come back on Sunday.
Come back next.
back another time.
Watch
Yeah.
the stream and then come back.
Yeah.
Find our YouTube.
Um,
Where's the socials link?
All right, Foggy. Like, Foggy's literally just poor Foggy.
Hi, Foggy.
Um,
Foggy.
Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you again next Monday with this lot. Rich will see you Sunday with his lot, and yeah, we'll just keep running games. Tuesdays will return shortly, and we've got lots of charity stuff going on. So yeah, thank you very much. Take care of yourselves, all that good stuff. For now, yeah, Biggie. Oh,
I
cheers,
think-
Biggie. For now, say good night,
Biggie.
players.
Good
Night,
night,
players.
players.
Nah.
Ciao.
Ciao.